an unbelievable start, and the Comets, who we said are looking for their first win of the tournament, are up and about.
They are up and about. Exactly the start that they would have liked. Only a better start could have been if Nick Brose had taken a wicket with his first ball. And that would have been Sam Harper. But well done to Nick Brose. Very sharp catch. And yes, if the ACT Comets are to have any chance in this game, they need to take wickets, early wickets, and quite a few of them. That was a cracking start for them. They're in the match.
And Campbell Kellaway comes to the crease. So Nick Brose, who's taken over the captaincy today, what a move. Bowling himself, just backing himself with the spin from the city end of the ground in the first over. And he's comes in full of confidence and bowling to Kellaway. I'm not sure there was too much extra work on the ball. He just threw it up there and had it smack back at him.
Unbelievable. These games could be strange games. Could be a few nerves out there for the Melbourne Stars. They will want to play finals. They must get through this one. This is an early setback. Interesting to see the just the mental attitude now of Kellaway as he comes to the crease.
Just off the back foot, punches it out to the fielder at point. No run scored. So a bit more sedate off that delivery.
Been really impressed with the ACT Comets. They've not backed off from any game. They've been really up and about, a young group.
This one again off the back foot, punches it straight back past the bowler this time. They're on the first hard, but only ever one run in that one. So Kellaway off the mark and brings the captain Harper back on strike.
Taking a wicket early will really get them up and about, give them a bit of confidence. A little bit of that what-if factor for the Melbourne Stars. What could go wrong? And for the Comets, well, we're in the game early. Let's see if we can build on it.
This one sliced away off the front foot out to point. Good fielding and no run. So an amazing start here. 1 for 2. The last ball of the first over from Brose. Short pulled away on the leg side. That's going wide of the fielder. I think it might have made its way all the way over the boundary. It has. And a great shot there from Harper, and really gets the Stars away after the first over. The Stars 1 for 8.
Gee, lifted that ball beautifully off his toes, didn't he? Up over mid-wicket, and honest call down there from the Comets fielder because it hit the boundary rope on the full. So 6 runs. Seeing Nick Brose come in here, and there it is, just a cracking shot from Sam Harper. He's a very, very good batsman, is Sam Harper. Wonderful wicket-keeper, good captain for this team, and just wanted to make his mark in that first over. They've lost the wicket, but he's hit the first boundary by way of a 6. Good start for him personally, 7 off 3. Kellaway back on strike here as we see Lewis Evans into the attack for the ACT Comets.
Yeah, you and I saw the Comets the other day, Dominic, and we did make note of Lewis Evans. Plays with a bit of swagger, a bit of attitude, and gives it everything he's got. Was successful with the ball that day, and we'll be looking to continue that today.
Yeah, let's see if he can back up a successful first over from his captain in Nick Brose. Always really important to try and put pressure on in these first 4 overs.
This one full off the front foot, just punched away to cover, no run. Yeah, Lewis Evans in that game against the Chicago Kingsmen the other day finished with figures of 4 for 29, so he's been a good performer for them in the tournament. And of course the Chicago Kingsmen undefeated so far in the tournament, so no mugs with the bat, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, playing ACT Premier Cricket since his teenage days.
This one just banged in a bit shorter and angled away into the gully area and through for a single.
A little bit of a shy at the stumps there from Dave Juby. There was no one at the wickets. Lucky there was a bit of backing up there from Tom Hogan. You can't say that the ACT Comets haven't put in effort in this tournament. They're somewhat undermanned from a class and quality perspective. But there's always been energy and effort. Let's see what Lewis Evans has got here against a masterful batsman in Sam Harper. Very experienced campaigner for the Stars. Taking some time with some field changes here. Sam Harper will be looking to attack on a beautiful sunshiny and breezy day here in Darwin.
Works it away on the leg side. Timed it nicely. It's raced out to that fielder at square leg, Kai Brunker. He picks it up and rockets the return in, so just a single to Harper.
The grounds have been good, haven't they, Stu, throughout this tournament? And for the most part, the outfields have just been lightning quick through our dry season here, the winter period.
Yeah, they absolutely have, and it's a credit to the ground staff. They've really produced some great facilities for the players. This one just worked away off the pad, no score.
Out to Rahman there, another local cricketer here in the Darwin League. I think we're getting away in this tournament with having some of the most magnificent weather across the last week and a half, and it's just starting to turn as we head towards the finals, just warming up a little bit.
Just a bit. Still really pleasant. Oh, swing and a miss outside the off stump. Yeah, that's exactly right, Dominic, but yeah, been blessed with terrific conditions, which we do expect this time of year. So people watching that are interstate in the cold weather, just mark in your diaries for the series next year. Get yourselves up to Darwin and watch some good cricket, get out and see some sights, and just have a great time. It's a 9 or 10 day tournament. Short, attempted hook down the leg side, but missed, and wide ball called.
Certainly putting in the effort there is Lewis Evans. Whipping that one through with pace. A little bit of bounce to it as well. Just ill-directed on this occasion. Yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world here, Darwin, and right here as well, Gardens Oval, right near Mindle Beach, the famous Mindle Beach markets. It's a spectacular place to be.
Short again, a bit of pace off that one, and it's just died through to the keeper a bit, missed, and a good start from Evans. Just the 3 runs from the over, including the wide. So after 2 overs, the Stars 1 for 11.
Well, certainly looking for him to back up his captain, Nick Brose, after his wicket taking over. And Lewis Evans, a lot of effort in that, changes of pace, good bounce. He's come away with only conceding 2 runs in the wide, as you say, Stu. That's an excellent second over. None for 3 from it. If they'd taken a wicket, perfect, but keeping the runs down in this early stage, that is a superb effort. Kellaway just not really picking the pace, not really picking the bounce from Lewis Evans. So those changes of pace did really well. Thought his way through that over beautifully.
So a bowling change at the city end. It's going to be Dave Doobie coming in to bowl for the Comets, and he'll be bowling to Sam Harper. This one short outside the off stump, smashed away to the fielder at point, but straight to him.
Dave Doobie, an aggressive right-handed batsman. He can hit a big score and score them fast, but he's also a handy right-arm medium who can be called upon if needed. And obviously the captain, Nick Brose, decided to continue with changing the bowler for each over so far. So we've seen spin, pace, and now the right-arm medium. Just
lost his run up there, so false start, and he'll go back and try again. So Doobie also plays in the Darwin competition, so it's terrific that these players get the opportunity to play all year round. Short, pulled away high. This one's going to go well over the boundary, up on the mound just beside us, and trickles away up the back. So another boundary 6 to Sam Harper, and was just short on the legs and pretty easy pickings for him. Just trying to direct Kai Brunker here where the ball is. Sorry, we're a bit distracted with directing the fielders here. The ball is just near where they are, and Dominic's going to go and help them find this ball. It's about 20 metres away from us. There's a little bit of vegetation underfoot, and they're struggling to find it. But Nick Brose, and we've got a camera on them. Nick Brose has hit his second boundary 6 over this Botanic Gardens side of the field, and I can't believe that they can't find this ball, because we saw it go in and come to a stop. But anyway, so the story of the day so far, we're 2.2 overs in. The Melbourne Stars are 1 for 17, having lost Tom Rogers off the first ball he faced in the first over, after Sam Harper had played the first ball away for a single. So it's the umpires are looking at a box of balls here, so it's going to be replaced. I'm flabbergasted that ball can't be found. But anyway, play will go on with a fresh ball, and we'll get Dominic to explain why he couldn't go directly to where we saw that ball stop.
Well, the leaf coverage underneath the trees here at Gardens Oval is so thick, it's incredible. So I saw the ball go in, saw where it bounced, and then it is gone. So
yeah, well, we had a couple clear that perimeter fence and go over the road yesterday, but we didn't lose one inside the fence. No. So there's a first.
No, I thought I would be able to go and grab that pretty easily, Stu, and as soon as I got there, I realised why Kai Brunker was having so much trouble.
So we're away again. This time pushed into the offside and off for a quick single. Good running, good cricket after the boundary 6, just taking some pace off it into the offside and working a single. So intelligent cricket from Sam Harper brings Kellaway back on strike.
And that's exactly what he is, isn't he, Sam Harper? A really intelligent cricketer. Losing a wicket early, just needs to consolidate here. Got them up to 1 for 18 in the middle of the third. Would not have enjoyed losing the early wicket, but just needs to steady here and continue to turn the strike over consistently.
Kellaway backs away. He wasn't quite ready as Doobie started his approach. This one full, punched down the ground on the onside, and the mid-wicket inside the circle. Akshay Joseph comes across and does the fielding as they just get through easily for a single.
Looked like another slower ball there from Doobie. So he and Lewis Evans employing those on a few occasions here already.
This one full, turned around the corner, but straight to Tom Hogan, fielding at short fine leg on the edge of the circle, and couldn't have picked him out any better along the ground, and no run.
Last ball of his over here, Doobie. Captain would love him to get away with another dot ball here and only concede the one boundary.
Right up in the block hole, well bowled, dug out by Harper. Doobie got a hand to it, but it was enough to prevent a run, so good finish to the over from Doobie. 3 dot balls to finish.
Gee, delivered well, didn't he? The ball was right up in the block hole, just pulled a little bit of pace off it as well with his fielding. So the one boundary conceded, he comes out of it at none for 8. And still a very good start here by the Comets. Their first 3 overs. We have lost a ball. We'll take some responsibility for that.
You're just leaving it there to take home to your son, aren't you, after the game?
Oh, don't tell anyone that. You and I will just keep that as a little secret between ourselves. So 1 for 19 off 3 here. And again, Nick Brose going with the option of changing up the bowlers consistently on each over. So Rahman coming into the attack now. Another local bowler, if I can put it that way. Someone who knows the conditions really well here.
Kellaway gets this high in the air, over mid-on, the player inside the circle. It clears him pretty easily, but it's going to pull up short of the boundary. And Tom Hogan again, some good fielding. Gets it back in and it keeps the scoring to 2 runs.
Yeah, good work, wasn't it, from Tom Hogan? Ball belted over his head beautifully there by Kellaway, and Hogan was after it. Now, the outfield is quick here, but he was able to pull that in and restrict that to 2.
Full whipped away on the leg side. It's going to straight to the fielder out there on the mid-wicket boundary. And another wicket's gone. It's Kellaway this time. And again, couldn't have picked the fielder out any better as Jake Smith just fielding on that mid-wicket boundary. And Kellaway whipped it away in the air straight to him, and he caught it about 5 metres inside the boundary.
Yeah, good safe catch, good pair of hands. Didn't look like missing that. And, you know, sliding doors moment, isn't it? If Tom Hogan does not go after that ball as hard as he did, it could have been 3 runs. It might have been Sam Harper on strike who plays a different shot. And Kellaway keeps him on strike. He pulls that out of the bag, caught on the boundary. Well done, Tom Hogan. Well done to the Comets. 2 for 21, third ball to come in the 4th over.
So Kellaway goes for 5 from 10 balls, and the Comets get their 2nd wicket, and the Stars have to start again with another new batsman at the crease. Of course, Sam Harper still there, who faced the first ball of the innings, and he's got a couple away over the boundary so far. Has looked in pretty much in control, but now it's Blake McDonald who joins Harper at the crease. So Rahman to McDonald. Oh, sure, that's lifted and might have struck McDonald here.
It has.
Yeah, I think it's caught him on the grill of the helmet. So always take precaution in these circumstances, and the just ducked his head out the way, just glanced at going through, I think. So
Rahman's been up to him to check that he's okay, and he's given him the nod and the thumbs up that he is all right. But as you say, Stu, just the precautionary approach these days, and absolutely rightly so. Yeah, appeared to say that it sort of glanced the side.
Yeah, there'll be a quick on-field concussion test, if you like, a few basic questions and observation about how he looks and how he responds. But I think he looks okay at this stage. But that if we get to see a replay of that ball, it really seemed to jump unexpectedly.
Yeah, what a first up delivery to face from Rahman that was. I mean, he's an impressive top order batter. Here's Blake McDonald, originally from New South Wales. He's made the move to Victoria last year. 2024, made his debut the following season. Here we are, just having a look at the replay here.
It got big on him, didn't it?
Sure did.
And so all looks well. He's got the helmet back on, putting the gloves on, and getting set to go again.
Blake McDonald has also played for the Vicks in the Guyana T20 League. So just making his way in first-class cricket. And that's a searing delivery to have to deal with initially when you come out here in the middle of Gardens Oval.
Yeah, and now he's got to put that out of his mind and just play the next ball on its merits. It's full this time down the leg side. That'll be called wide. And yeah, Rahman, after a dangerous delivery previously, was pretty gentle full ball down the leg side that concedes a run.
It was, wasn't it? Yes, a little bit of, again, I think a slower ball there. Tried to take the pace off and just the accuracy. Just missed his target.
Rahman again. Slashed away outside the off stump, but straight to Jake Smith down there at point on the boundary this time. So McDonald off the mark.
Interesting with Rahman, of course, we know he's currently playing Darwin District Cricket for Tracy Village, but he's an all-round talent from Queanbeyan, and he's been amongst the ACT setup since he was a junior. So once trialling, in fact, for a rookie spot with the Sydney Thunder as an under-16. So he's certainly got some talent. Rahman, great to have him playing in the local league here with Tracy Village, and even better to see him out here with the ACT Comets.
Rahman to Harper, short. He's swung that away over the leg side. That's going all the way. Is that hit the roof of the grandstand?
I think that might have cleared the grandstand.
Oh, my car's parked out there, Dominic.
Oh. I was just thinking the same, actually.
But that's the third six from Sam Harper, and just really picked that up cleanly again. So that's either side of the ground. He's hit sixes too, and just watch on the replay here, and just right into his slot on the back foot and smashed it away.
Great shot. That is such a clean hit from Sam Harper. The good players, Stu, they make it look effortless, and that's exactly what that was.
Yeah, that's right. There wasn't too much grunt behind it, just all perfect timing. Full driving into the offside, but straight to the fielder at cover, Joseph. And that completes Rahman's first over. A bit of a mixed bag for him. Got a wicket early and finishes with 1 for 10 from the over. And the Stars 2 for 29 at the end of the 4-over power play.
Well, they've done well, the Stars, to get to 29, but the ACT Comets, having taken 2 wickets, if you'd said to Nick Brose at the start of this match, look, you're going to bowl first and the score will be 2 for 29 after 4, I think he would have put up the hand and said, yep, I will take that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think they'd be keen to see the back of Sam Harper at the moment. He's set himself a dominant innings here.
As isn't he? He's 21 off 11, and in that is 3 sixes.
3 sixes.
And they're not just ordinary sixes either. 2 of them are crackers.
So Doobie going again. This one in on the pads, and it trickles away on the leg side, and leg by is signalled.
So Doobie, the first bowler here to come in and bowl a second over. So still going with pace here is Nick Brose. There's been a lot of spin bowled in this tournament, but choosing to go with a little bit more pace here. Breezy conditions, Doobie bowling into the breeze, which will be coming at him from his right shoulder.
So he's got 3 players out on the boundary on the leg side now. This one cut away beautifully. Just helped it on its way in the gap between the 2 players behind point inside the circle, and that races away for a boundary 4 to Sam Harper.
What a lovely shot that was. Again, the good players make it look so effortless. There was magnificent timing, quickness of hands, soft hands. He just made that look easy and glided away beautifully. And yet another boundary.
Full ball this time and driven straight down the ground. And down to long on for a single.
Well, What's wrong? What's wrong with Sam Harper? Haven't seen him take too many singles in his score of 26. He's hit 3 sixes and 1 4. Only faced 13 deliveries, so doing the job for his team as captain.
McDonald on strike now. Full and driven away down to long on again for a single.
So Juby conceding a few runs, and they're turning over the strike nicely so far in this his second over. Got out of his first at none for 8. Just needs to tighten up a little bit here for his captain.
Juby again full and turned squarer this time, but fielder coming in off the boundary. Brunker fires in that return. They weren't attempting the second run and made his wicketkeeper work.
He did, didn't he? I don't know whether the wicketkeeper would have been all that impressed with that. And Mikey McNamara it is.
Full and McDonald straight down the ground again. So a pretty good over from Juby. The last 4 full pitch balls that were just knocked away forward of the wicket for singles. So after his first 2 overs, Dave Juby has the figures of none for 16 and the Stars are 2 for 38 after 5.
Very even thus far, Dave Juby. None for 8 off each of his overs so far. And the Stars just starting to lift that run rate a little bit here. Currently at 7.6. Again, I'm sure Sam Harper would like to be a little bit further ahead at this stage. 5 overs through, but 2 wickets down is not really what he was counting on. Brunker to come into the attack here. So again, spin being reintroduced.
And Brunker into the attack for the first time in this match.
And the field spread.
Yeah, just one inside the circle behind square. This one outside the off stump. And McDonald trying to slash it away through the offside, but got through him, no contact with the bat.
It's a nice start from Brunker.
Again, same delivery, same result.
Oh, well done to Brunker. 2 dots to start. And McDonald has been out there for 7 balls now. Has only scored the 3. So this is really good from the Comets.
This one closer in on line, and McDonald getting on the front foot and knocking it down to the fielder at long on, and they jog through for a single.
Let's see the difference in approach here, both from Brunker, who now has to bowl to Sam Harper, and just how Sam Harper might take on the spinner here. Lots of space, lots of gaps, and he hasn't needed to worry about either. On 3 occasions already, having taken it the full measure for 6.
This one's short, cut away on the offside, knocked down in the field at point inside the circle. That was Joseph, and just got away from him a metre or 2. They're able to get through for the single.
Joseph has been in the action in that position, hasn't he? Called him a few times now. He's done well.
This one's short, cut away. Oh, this one, bit of a misfield inside the circle there, and it runs away to the boundary for 4. So McDonald finds the boundary for the first time in the match. And yeah, once it got past that infield once again, raced away to the boundary on the Botanical Gardens side of Gardens Oval.
Yeah, Hogan just couldn't quite reel it in, could he? And once it was past him, there was no way Joseph was going to get hold of that. Nice shot.
Short again, off the back foot, punched into the covers. This will get past the fielders in the ring, but tidied up by Jake Smith coming in off the boundary. So the end of Brunker's first over, it cost 7 runs, and the Stars advanced to 2 for 45 after 6. run rate of 7.5.
Comets would have taken 6 for 45 if you were going to give it to them. I'm sure that run rate, as I spoke about before, consistently now around the 7 to 8 mark, and so we see it on average 7.5 after 6. So Harper in particular starting to lift the ratings, and McDonald, courtesy of that boundary that he hit, will be feeling a little bit more comfortable out there now, having taken 9 off 10.
So it's Rahman back into the attack. Just had the spell to change ends basically, and he'll be coming in from the city end of the ground now. On the legs, whipped away behind backward of square. Oh, it's taken a spin, and Zach Keogh down here just was wrong-footed, tried to dive back on it, got a hand to it, and it's trickled away into the boundary for 4. So he'd be disappointed with that, but obviously pitched and went at an angle that he wasn't expecting. Just see him trying to get back to it on the replay.
Yeah, not happy. He tried really hard, and that cricket ball, when it's spinning, can be very difficult to read.
This one just in a bit tighter and treated with respect. Back to the bowler.
Well done from Rahman. Dot ball after the first up boundary, and it's a perfect start really to the over from the perspective of Blake McDonald. Getting that initial boundary, you're able to set up your over. We talk about it often, being able to control it, who's got momentum. McDonald now, he was appearing to go a little bit slowly. He's now 13 off 12, so really building into his innings.
Full. This one worked on the onside. They run the first quickly, but good work from Brunker this time, coming in from the deep, keeping it to a single.
He's done well, Brunker. Attacked that hard, got it in quickly.
So now it's Harper on strike, and he hasn't had much of the strike recently. McDonald has almost faced as many balls as him, and Harper's been there since the start, of course. This one just whacked away out to the fielder at cover and through for another easy single.
He hasn't missed too many, has he, Harper? I don't think he'd have more than 2 dot balls, if that, against his name. He's taken runs, whether they be singles or sixes. Just made sure that he continues to rotate the strike, continue to turn the scoreboard over. He just scores so quickly. Blake McDonald starting to open up now, so you get him off strike and then you get Harper on strike.
Slow ball this time has bowled him. Yeah, clever piece of bowling, and McDonald deceived a bit as he tried to just adjust and hit that out through mid-wicket, and straight through him and bowled. So good bowling from Rahman, and he picks up his second wicket.
Oh, done really well, Rahman. 2 for 16 off 1.5 overs so far. And McDonald, he was just starting to look comfortable, just starting to play some more shots, and he's tossed up that slower ball, and a 4 off the first ball, and now a wicket off his 5th for the second over. So McDonald goes 14 off 14. Next in should be Liam Blackford, if they're sticking to their batting lineup here at the Melbourne Stars. So the Comets, they continue to make inroads here. 7th over, 3 for 51. If they could take another quick wicket, they might even start to think that they're getting on top of the Stars, but still that run rate sitting at about 7.5, and the key, Sam Harper, still out in the middle.
Yeah, that's right. That partnership was just starting to build. 30 runs they'd added, and starting to look threatening, but then the wicket taken, the partnership broken, and again, good captaincy to swing Rahman round to the other end, and it's paid dividends.
Former Australian under-19 representative is Liam Blackford.
Short outside the off stump, sliced away through the offside, but straight to the sweeper on the boundary, Brunker. So Blackford off the mark with a single.
Blackford, a left-handed wicket-keeper batter. He joined the Victorian squad on a rookie contract ahead of the 23-24 season. He's represented Geelong in Victorian Premier Cricket. He's known as a wicketkeeper, known for his reliable glove work. And at just 21 years of age, he's considered a really bright prospect in Victoria's cricketing pathway. So another young man just beginning to make his way in top-level cricket.
So I've got a bowling change at this end, and Tom Hogan coming into the attack for the first time. He's another young cricketer from the ACT who's impressed with his spin bowling.
He has, hasn't he? There's been so many young spinners in this tournament, and left armers as well.
Short and cut away forward of point, and cleaned up on the boundary and back for a single.
So Tom Hogan's next assignment, Stu, he's been selected in the Australian under-19 squad to play India and Brisbane in September. So this is some excellent preparation for him. He played very well in last year's under-19s championships as well.
Oh, Harper just tries to paddle that one around the corner. There's half a shout there, but obviously some bat or glove on it as it got past the wicket keeper on the leg side, and they scramble through for a single.
Yes, he paddled that one around the corner, didn't he? And thought he was going to fall over, actually. Lost his footing a bit, checked his spikes afterwards.
This one full, beaten outside the off stump. So good bowling from Hogan, gets the applause from his teammates in the field and encouragement. Ball again up in the block hole and just driven back to the bowler. So Hogan does the fielding off his own bowling, and he's had a tidy start to this over, just conceded the 2 singles in the first 4 balls. Another drive through the offside. They might look to come back for the second. They don't. It's good fielding out there on the boundary by Lewis Evans. Got to it quickly. Got it back in quickly. Prevented the second run.
Yeah, well done, Lewis Evans. It does bring Sam Harper on strike now. Opportunity here for Hogan.
Oh, this one's short, pulled away. It's going towards the gap between the 2 fielders out there, but once again Evans gets across quickly, slides and picks the ball up and fires it back in. So just a single again. A terrific start from Hogan. 4 runs from his first over, just 4 singles, and after 8 overs, the Stars 3 for 56.
Gee, Stu, short, bit of bounce from Hogan. I was waiting for Harper to put that over the grandstand again there and put your car in danger. Didn't happen. He was lucky to get away with that one.
Yeah, just chose to keep it on the ground that time, Harper. But he's retained the strike here.
Another good over, though, from the Comets. None for 4 from Tom Hogan. Keeps them at 3 for 56 after 8, and just keeping themselves in the game here.
So Brunker to continue from that city end. Full and dug out onto the offside, and Harper through for the single.
Just keeping the pressure on nicely here. The bowling changes have been good, and the bowlers have really stood up here thus far. Nick Bro's rotating them through, and Kai Brunker there up in the block hole again. You're bowling to an attacking weapon like Sam Harper. The pressure's certainly on, but doing well.
Big swing down the ground. Is the fielder going to get to it? He is. It's gone straight down his throat at long on. Can you believe this? That it's the one fielder out there basically hit it in the air for a long way, and coming round, taking the catch. Yeah, it looks like it was Akshay Joseph again, who's had the ball follow him a bit in the field, Dominic.
Yeah, the magnet. Akshay Joseph, the magnet, and he did well. He used his pace, got to the ball. I didn't think he picked it up early, but once he had, got to it and took it cleanly. And the Comets, if they're to cause any danger to the Stars today, they've got to take their opportunities, and so far they certainly have. And we see now Blackford go 3 off 6 balls, and Harper's the one consistent. If they could get Harper out, if they could get him playing a false shot and get him out, they would be well and truly in this game. Early stages of the 9th over now, 4 for 57, and that run rate coming back under 7 now because they're taking wickets consistently.
Yeah, that's right. And Akshay Joseph in the outfield there, he got into position, even though perhaps didn't pick it up at first, got into position quickly and was stationary when the ball hit him. And that's the answer, rather than trying to catch it while you're moving. And yeah, it was an easily taken catch in the end. And yeah, the Comets well and truly in this game with the score at 4 for 57 in the 9th.
And Hamish Mackenzie now, the new batsman. He's only made 4 appearances across 2 seasons for the Scorchers, and he's made the move to the Stars for greener pastures. So another left arm leggy he is, but he's got a real job to do here with the bat for his team.
Oh. First ball straight through him outside the off stump, and yeah, the new batsman coming in as we approach the halfway mark of the innings, been put under a bit of pressure by those before him going cheaply. Full again, this time driven out through the infield on the offside and tidied up in the deep. I think no, that's Rahman out there that does the fielding. So Harper back on strike. Short, whipped away backward of square. Hogan diving to his left, fields it. That's not his best throw of the series, but no damage and just a single scored.
Well, he was backed up well there. It was a pretty ordinary throw, to be fair, but his teammates backing him up there, and they again keep Harper to a single.
Leaning back on the back foot, cuts it away, but again picked up by Rahman coming in off the rope, and another single. So another tidy over from Brunker, a wicket taking over and conceding just 4 runs.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? They've actually stepped up here, the ACT Comets. 9 overs down, 4 for 60. Bowling's been tight. Fielders have been good in their support. They've taken every catch that's come their way and haven't really conceded too many runs in the field at all. Key out there clearly, Stu, Sam Harper, but Evans coming back into the attack here, and he gets to have a crack at Mackenzie, who's only recently come to the crease, so only faced the 3 balls.
Yeah, pace back into the attack with the energy of Lewis Evans. So Mackenzie on strike. More short and wrapped on the pad. It runs away down to 3rd man. And a leg by signalled, which of course brings Harper back on strike.
Jammed him up a bit there, didn't he? Mackenzie wasn't all that comfortable with that ball, so Evans certainly putting in the effort here, generating some pace. Harper, I think, will enjoy facing him again.
Slashing outside the off stump, but no contact, dot ball. Good bowling from Evans.
Yeah, very much a rarity. Yeah, Harper not letting too many dot balls spoil his score sheet, but they've certainly slowed him down here, that's for sure. 33 off 21. He was going at 200% almost at one stage there, but brought that right back.
This one angled away, backward a point on the offside. And once again, can do no better than a single off this one.
Yeah. really keeping the batting partnerships under struggle here, in a struggling position by keeping Harper at the non-striker's end, and then they've been able to pick off the other batsman wicket by wicket so far.
Yeah, it's been a good performance to start this innings by the Comets. This one's short and wide ball called, too high, so Evans a little bit disappointed, but he'll get over that quickly and get back and into the next one.
Don't mind that in some ways. It's perhaps putting the batsman in two minds as to what's coming next. Evans a strong fast bowler. Just having a chat there with his captain as to what comes next.
This one Fuller outside the off stump, playing a miss. Oh, good comeback from Evans.
He thought he was in the game there too, Evans. Yeah. Pretty close there to the outside edge of Mackenzie. So Hamish Mackenzie, he's faced the 5, taken 2 runs so far, not looking all that comfortable. Again, this, whether it's a plan or not, but it's working. Harper for a single and then pin the other batsman down at the striker's end.
This one full leg side, wide ball called once again. So just a little bit of inconsistency from Evans, but looks to be bowling with good pace. And Mackenzie just struggling to get bat on ball. Of course, that one was down the leg side and he didn't need to.
He just moved long on right back here.
So a bit of pace off and into the pitch and pulled around on the leg side. They've run the first one hard, but again, the throw is rocketed back in by Jake Smith. And once again, just a single. So with just the 1 ball remaining in the over, Sam Harper is on strike.
Well, last ball, the 10th over, could he get him?
Again, pace off, and he's whipped that away. On the leg side, there's a fielder out there, but it just sails over his head. That's Nick Allen down there. Did his best effort to try and jump and get one hand at it, but cleared him pretty easily, I think. And Sam Harper, what's that? 4 sixes he's hit now in the innings. And again, just picked that up clean as a whistle and helped it on its way down to fine leg, and over it goes for another 6, and one that they really needed because they're starting to get tied down. Just look here, and he just flips it over his shoulder. It's yeah, just composed and controlled.
He was like me there. I think he was in two minds. Yes, it's going for 6. Oh my goodness, no, it's not. And there's a fielder right there, and then you watched the fielder just move back, and it is going over his head. So another 6 to Sam Harper, 40 off 23. He knows how to pace an innings, does Sam Harper, and he's doing it beautifully here. Brunker back into the attack. Oh, and he's just allowed Mackenzie to smash that one away. Almost the catch. They've missed an opportunity. The first one, Mackenzie almost lazily belted that one away on square leg, and they've missed the catch.
Yeah, look, just got his hands in the wrong position, I think. Tried to take it fingers up, and the ball got a bit low on him by the time he got to it.
Brunker just missing his run up there. He'll come back in and do that again. Well, that's the first chance. They had a chance off the last delivery, almost, if it had fallen slightly short. A definite chance there to take another, and they've missed it. Brunker, that's a nice comeback. Just out through point now from Harper out to the boundary, and they just trundle through for the single. A little bit of an awkward run there for Mikey McNamara as the wicket keeper, but some good backing up. Brunker's got good figures into his third over here at 1 for 13. Just pushes that out again through cover, and they jog through for the single. So Mackenzie be thanking his lucky stars there, Stu, that was a drop catch, because it was certainly there to be taken.
There it was. Nick Allen out in the deep, just getting it wrong really, and
Harper now just pushing that back down through mid-on, and Brunker goes through energetically and does his own fielding, which is good to see. Just trying to maintain that pressure, and another opportunity here, keeping Harper to that single. Gets Mackenzie back on strike. Seen him play one very, very false shot already.
It's good bowling from the leg spinner. It's hard to keep the pressure on and bowl tightly, but Brunker's found good lengths.
Not quite on that occasion, and Mackenzie again just gets that one out through cover. They jog through for one. One ball to come here for Brunker, and if he gets a dot or a single, he'll count himself as having done an excellent job here for his team. Tosses that rider, fields off his own bowling. Well done. What a good over. Could have been even better if they'd taken the wicket of Mackenzie, but well done to Brunker. 3 overs down. He's taken 1 for 16. The Stars 11 down, 4 for 76.
Yeah, good spell of bowling from Brunker. Just controlled with his leg spin and varying the pace, pushing some through. But you look at the Stars scorecard there, and Sam Harper up the top with 42 off 26, and not much else to talk about, Dom.
Oh, he's just been so consistent, hasn't he? He's watched literally as the wickets have fallen around him. But the Stars, I should say the Comets, have taken their opportunity when Sam Harper has been off strike by putting enormous pressure on the incoming batsman on each occasion. We almost saw it happen again with the Hamish Mackenzie. He's simply fortunate that the catch was dropped. Juby now to come back into the attack for his 3rd over here this afternoon. Full delivery. Just flicked away off the legs and through mid-wicket for, again, another single. So Mackenzie just slowly working away here, trying to get Harper back on strike as much as possible.
Yeah, Mackenzie given that life, and important for the Stars that he makes the most of that and stays out there and builds a partnership with Harper, because it's something that they just haven't been able to do so far, is build those partnerships. 30's been the best partnership, and yeah, in all forms of cricket really, when you're batting, it's the partnerships that get you in the positions to win games.
Juby, nice delivery, pushed from Sam Harper out into cover, and they scamper through for a single, and Nick Rose does the sensible thing, gathers the ball, doesn't have a shy at the stumps, and just passes that back to Juby.
Bit of an older, wiser head, I think, Dominic. Some of the young boys like having a ping at the stumps, don't they?
They sure do, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it goes horribly wrong. Nice delivery again from Juby. Out through cover again, an extra cover picks that one up. Come through for a single. So Juby's done okay so far. 3 singles only off this his 3rd over. Love to pick up the wicket of Sam Harper here. He's sitting on 43 off 27. Has been very composed through his innings. He's hit 4 sixes. Done from Juby. And again, they work it through cover. A little shy at the stumps. No one there. A bit interested that Juby didn't make his way back to the stumps there, Stu. Just ambling up from middle of the wicket there.
Yeah, they weren't really pushing for the second, so he probably thought it was safe to let it go. But a bit of pace off that delivery, and you could see that Harper just waited on it and pushed it into the gap and took the single.
Yeah, nice again there from Mackenzie. Just up through mid-on. And good fielding from Kai Brunker. Certainly been in the game, Kai Brunker, including helping me look for a lost cricket ball. Not every day that you see a bowler, Stu, bowling with glasses on.
No, that's right.
Juby doing exactly that here at Gardens Oval this afternoon.
Particularly a faster bowler.
Yeah. Nice delivery. Hit well there by Harper through mid-on. And coming back now, Zach Keogh as they come through for 2, and Juby over the stumps on that occasion, hit the stumps and the bail elevated. Luckily he didn't come up and hit him with any great force.
And Mackenzie was a bit casual making his ground as well. Just bat wasn't down, just plonked his foot in, obviously just in time. There was no appeal, so yeah, 12 overs gone.
Juby after that third over now, none for 23. And yes, after 12, 83 runs on the board, the 4 wickets down. The Stars won the toss, decided to bat, and probably haven't taken this game as they would have hoped. The ACT Comets have put on some good pressure.
So 12 overs gone. My math says that's 72 balls, isn't it, Dominic? And Harper, who faced the first ball, has only faced 29 of them. So I don't know whether it's by design or not, but the Comets have done well to keep him off the strike for a lot of the innings.
Yes, I don't know whether you can say it's by design as we see Nick Brose come back in. I'd be surprised if Sam Harper's again using this match as a learning experience for other players in the team. I think he could go a lot harder than what he is. Mackenzie, that's a nice strike. Gets that out through cover. And long off. Comes in and feels nicely back to the captain in Brose. Harper on strike. Only a boundary away from his half century here is Harper. That's beautifully bowled. Harper can only just get that off the toe of the bat, and Nick Brose goes in and feels that himself, so well done.
Yeah, fuller and flatter and right up in the block hole. Well bowled.
Oh, he runs at that one, just bunts it away through the leg side. Mid-wicket comes in and returns that to the captain. In fact, to the wicket-keeper, who now gets that quickly back to his captain. Harper on the move. Don't often see that. Nice delivery. Well done there. Out through and up to long on. And Akshay Joseph into the action again. He's doing it in singles here at the moment. So Brose bowling with some good control. Love to get a few more up into the block hole on Sam Harper. That's a good shot up in the air, through point, and taken out on the boundary. Good return into the wicketkeeper in McNamara.
So Harper here just coming down the pitch to have a chat with his partner. Obviously something about the bowling or the fielding that he's seen, but good innovation then from Harper. He's probably beaten in the flight a bit, but managed to slice it away through point and get it away anyway, even though it was in the air for some time.
Nick Brose putting on good pressure here. Mackenzie, gee, charged at that one. Got it away through a square leg. And again, only for the single. So Nick Brose causing some problems, Stu.
Yeah, he's done well. And just looking at the running between wickets there, I really think that they could have been pushing harder and trying to turn some of these singles into twos. They haven't really tried that much at all. And the fielders have just been able to tidy up and happily concede the singles.
Yeah, interesting to see both batters through that over, Stu, really using their feet to Nick Brose. Not concerned about being stranded in the crease and getting right out at him. As we see Brunker back into the attack here for his third over. Great figures, 1 for 13 off his 2 so far.
No, it's his fourth. It's his last,
yeah. Yes. Oh, there's a full toss. That has to be a no ball, and that is pulled away almost the catch. Although it wouldn't have mattered it being a no ball. And a 4.
Yeah, just inside the boundary. So 4 runs conceded, and the next one's a free hit as well. So yeah, that one just didn't come out of the hand right at all for Brunker. And he's bowled with such good control up until now, but that one got away from him.
So 5 runs conceded from that delivery. not the start that he would have wanted, and needs to compose himself here. That's a better delivery. Pursues it himself, does Brunker, and does really well to keep that to 1. Against you, maybe an indication there of just not willing to take on the field.
No, that's right. And he's got out of that pretty well with a free hit ball. Wasn't timed at all, just lobbed up in the air over the bowler. So he's still got 5 deliveries to go in this over, and Harper on strike.
Harper just pushes that one on the leg side, and mid-wicket comes in to field that nicely. Back to Brunker. So again, back to bowling with control and his own energy in the field to pursue. The ball was excellent. So the Comets here doing a good job in trying to put on as much pressure as they can. Must take every opportunity that comes their way. Another little one there from Mackenzie, just pushed onto the leg side. Again, they restrict to a single. Harper on strike, 49 from 33 years, so really eyeing off his half century here. Normally doesn't waste a delivery. There it is. His half century, just a nice little push out to cover there. Jogs through for the single, so well done to Sam Harper. 50 runs off 34 balls. It's no understatement to say that he is the key. He is the anchor in this innings for the Stars.
Absolutely, and just acknowledges the applause from his teammates on the boundary line, but with a little over 6 overs remaining, important that Harper pushes on here and as much as he can tries to stay there throughout the innings.
He's got more than 50% of their score here, Sam Harper. Brunker, it's another good delivery. Just tucked away there onto the leg side by Mackenzie. Turns over the strike again. One more ball to come in this Brunker's final over.
Yeah, it'd be a tidy over if not for that first delivery.
Right up in the block hole, slashed away there through point, and is able to come back for 2. Good fielding out there by the Comets. So Sam Harper, again, he just doesn't waste a delivery. 52 off 35 at the end of that over, and Brunker, after his 4, 1 for 28, he's bowled really well with good energy, and that brings the Stars now 4 for 100 with 14 overs gone here at Gardens Oval after they won this toss and elected to bat.
So this partnership is building a bit. Mackenzie 19 off 19 and Harper just made his half century, so the partnership is into the 40s, so a chance for them to push on now. Interesting to see when they choose to take that power surge. And you would think that it's just about a good time now with 2 batsmen set at the crease. Only 6 overs remaining, but they're continuing on. Still fielders spread in the outfield.
And Hamish Mackenzie, 19 off 19. He's done that very quietly, really. Hogan on the bounce. He's just pulled away there by Mackenzie through mid-wicket. Joseph comes in and fields that nicely. So again, a single off the first ball of the over. Coming into those danger overs now here for the Comets. They only dropped the 1 catch. That was Mackenzie. Harper now just tucks that away on the leg side. Square leg comes through in the form of Brunker. Maybe just back a square. Tosses that back to the bowler. Just rotating nicely here, the Stars, picking them off, taking runs off every ball. Goes for the reverse there, does Mackenzie. Again, just the 1.
Yeah, tidy bowling again from Hogan.
And quickly through the over too, Stu.
I don't think he's gone for more than a single off any one ball, with 4 singles off his first over and 3 singles off this one to date.
He's just cramped Harper up there. Well done from the young man. Fields off his own bowling. Again, they've put pressure on, have the Comets. That one up in the block hole. He fields again, not quite, but good backup.
It's terrific bowling to a player that's out there on 53 not out of 38 balls and striking the ball nicely, and just can't get Hogan away at the moment.
Just pushes this one on the leg side, and they come in off the boundary, and Harper ambles through for one, but Tom Hogan, just as he did in his first over, none for 4 off 1 and 2. He does beautifully. So figures have done for 8 after his second, and after 15 overs here at Gardens Oval, the Stars are 4 for 104. Mackenzie sitting on 21 off 21, and he appears to have done that quite easily. Of course, there was the drop catch, Stu, but he's done that really nicely. First ball, second ball that was, and a catch to Bros. Harper with his 6. Been some magnificent hitting, but some disciplined bowling too from the Comets, which has really kept them in the game thus far. Some great power hitting from Sam Harper in particular. See Rahman being pulled away there. Sam Harper back in his crease. That was the big one that I thought momentarily might have been caught on the boundary, but was yet another 6 for Sam Harper. He's played beautifully.
So 5 overs remaining in the innings. Stars with wickets in hand will be looking to accelerate that scoring rate now.
Evans being brought back into the attack here.
And you can see, well, we can see that the fielder's inside the circle, so the power surge has been called. And it'll be Harper to face the first ball of the surge.
Why not call it now? Both of them well set. Mackenzie 21 off 21. Harper himself into his 50s. Oh, just flicks that one away beautifully, does Harper. First ball goes for 4. What a start to the power play here by Sam Harper.
Yeah, you think power surge, you think power hitting, don't you? But just too shrewd that time. Harper just scooped it away on the leg side with the only fielder there behind square up inside the circle, and got it away from him. And whether you smash it through the covers or flick it over the top like that, it's a boundary 4 in the book.
Slow ball from Evans, high up and under here. Can they get there? They're not going to be able to. Can they save the boundary? Yes, they can. They come back for 2. So the intent from Harper, I love it. He's just said, rightio, we're in the surge here. I'm going to surge.
Time to go. And that one just seemed to really get caught up in the wind, didn't it? And held up out there.
So Evans knows that he's got a challenge in front of him here. A 4 off the first. Could have been a 6 off the second. They kept it to 2. None for 19. What's he got for Harper now? Harper just flicks him away there on the leg side. On the boundary, Joseph working hard. They now call for the second, and they'll come through easily for 2.
Yeah, that's better running and good placement. Just worked it wide of the fieldsman on the fence, and easy 2 runs.
Good placement there through mid-wicket by Harper. And you can see the intent from him now. He's making sure that he's on strike here. Taken 8 runs from this over already. He's moved his score to 62 personally. Just moves across there. What's the call? He's given him. Evans, he's taken the wicket. Well, he might have conceded 8 Evans in this surge over, but he has got the all-important wicket of Sam Harper. What change will that bring to this match? The Stars now 5 for 112, and Harper is out. Midway through the 16th over, a new batter has to come to the crease in the first over of this surge, Stu.
Yeah, just look at the replay here. Harper moving right across his crease there and trying to work it away on the leg side. Hits the pad in front, and things happen in the power surge. There's runs early, a wicket, and it all happens. And yeah, Harper not the wicket that the Stars would have wanted to lose at this stage of the game, but his partner in crime, Hamish Mackenzie, has been in pretty good touch, and he'll take the lead mantle now, you would think.
Well, the risk-reward equation, Stu. Evans taken for 8. Harper, clearly you could see, was lifting his rating there. The intent was there. The running between the wickets was good. Evans stayed on track, stayed on task. And we've seen that from him consistently in this tournament.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't deterred, just fast and full and online, and got rewarded for it.
Wow, this match is at a very, very interesting point here. If the Comets could pick up another wicket here, they'd consider themselves to be right in this game. What pressure can they put on here? Evans working with his captain to move the field around, making sure that he's got long off and long on. In fact, it's long on. He's brought him right in. Bowls a bouncer. Ball flicked away on the leg side, back a square, and they come through for the single. The new batsman on strike there is Christian Howe. Now Mackenzie, the man who must take the responsibility here of anchoring this innings with the departure of Sam Harper. He's sitting on 21 from 21. Full off the toe of the bat and flukily between the two fieldsmen down there. He placed that beautifully. Stu, I don't really think that was intentional, but he's gotten it away for 4. It doesn't matter. It's in the book.
He got a good piece of it. It raced away to the boundary, backward a point. So, yeah, happy with that. Another boundary to Mackenzie.
This over bookended by boundaries, and smack bang in the middle was a wicket. So Evans 3 overs down. I think he'd still take that with the departure of Sam Harper. 1 for 26 from his 3, and I think his captain would have taken it 2.
Yeah, that's right. Just limited the damage.
5 for 117 after 16 overs, so 4 overs to go. What can the Comets do with these 4 overs? Can they put on their pressure as we see Juby come back in to bowl his last over of this bowling innings for the Comets?
Yeah, so pressure on Doobie here in the power surge, the second of the 2 power surge overs.
Oh, he's flicked that one away magnificently, has Howe. That is 6. He's just scooped that one away and over the fence at long leg for 6. What a shot.
Pretty good for the new player at the crease. Second ball faced. Away it went.
That was brilliant.
Picked it up nicely and swung away. Not the biggest of grounds, Gardens Oval, so it's potentially a high-scoring ground, but they'd... where are we? Just under 4 overs to go. I'm sure they'd be wanting to push up to 150 or more here as a target to set.
Juby with the slower ball, and it could have almost yielded a wicket on the bounce gathered by Nick Allen. Just back a square, and Howe, he didn't know too much about that. So a great change of pace there from Juby. Good, thoughtful ball for his second delivery after he was cracked away for a 6. Needs to keep the pressure on here. And just aborting that run up there does Juby. Mackenzie not quite ready. Into Mackenzie. Belts that one away. Opportunity here for a wicket, and he's got it, has Juby. The catch taken. Hamish Mackenzie is out, and they take a second wicket in the power surge. Mackenzie goes for 25 off 23, and Juby picks up a wicket. 1 for 30 midway through his 4th. Well, potential change happening in this game here, Stu. 6 for 124 midway through the 17th.
Yeah, it's Akshay Joseph in the outfield again in a similar, in the same position. So safe hands, but straight down his throat as he hit it well enough, but didn't place it well enough, and placed it well enough as far as the Comets are concerned. Akshay Joseph, no problem at all, and wickets continue to fall.
Well done, Juby. Slower delivery. His second ball was a beauty, and then he's generated the wicket with his 3rd. So Mackenzie goes. Howe's there with 8 off 3. But the new batter to the crease is number 5 in Aryan Sharma. So the Comets, they've been able to bring consistent pressure throughout this bowling innings. And now with Sam Harper gone, can they bring that really to the fore here? Cracked away, straight to Joseph. They're going to go through for the single shy at the stumps. That's nicely taken there by Juby. Fieldsmen working their way into position there just in case Juby couldn't take it. So fielders are on. The intensity's there from the Comets. Sensing opportunity here.
Yeah, just steadily taking wickets throughout the innings has really helped them.
Another slower delivery, and that's whipped out there to cover. Perhaps a slight misfield there from Rahman. Didn't take it cleanly, and they jogged through for 1.
I think the single was always there, but yeah, they really haven't gone much more than 7 overs in a spell without taking a wicket, the Comets, and that's you know, that's helped to put the brakes on the scoring rate of the Stars.
6 for 126. One more ball to come here in the power surge. Slower delivery again. Cut away. Was in the air. Pursuit here. They're going to come back for 2 as the ball's picked up inside the boundary. Back now for 3. That was cut away nicely there by Sharma. Down through, slipping through to third man. Was in the air. I thought it might have been a catch momentarily. But 3 runs coming from that. So Juby bowls out his 4 overs. He has the figures of 1 for 35. An important wicket in that over of Mackenzie. An economy rate of 8.75 there for Juby, who is captain. I think will be pretty pleased with the way that Dave Juby has come through that. 6 for 129, the Stars after 17.
Yeah, certainly will. With the wicket in that over, a really important one, because Mackenzie, after the departure of Harper, was the player set at the crease. So both gone now.
Rose back into the attack. That was a good first delivery. Cramped Sharma. He's just pushed that out to Rahman at cover, but was not comfortable at all facing that. So Nick Brose starts really nicely here in the 18th over. He's got 2 overs to come, so he may bowl himself out here, bowling the 18th and the 20th perhaps. Gets to have a look at Howe. Darts it into the left-hander. Pushes that away through cover, and they'll jog through for 1. Nick Brose almost in the action with the catch again there on his second delivery, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. He was, I think he was torn between ducking out the way and putting a hand up to catch it. But
Sharma has beaten. Nicely taken behind the stumps there by McNamara. Oh, Nick Brose, he's been more than handy in this match so far. Darts another one in, and he's got him. He's clean bowled him straight through. Nick Brose takes a wicket with his 4th delivery.
Yeah, faster ball that time, and right up in the block hole, and got through Sharma and smashed into the stumps. So I think this has been a terrific spell from Brose. He'd have to bowl his 4th over in the 20th, you would imagine. And yeah, maybe that was the tactic all along, but terrific performance, and looks like he's really loving the role as captain.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he? We see Sharma depart the ground here. 5 runs from 5 balls. So went to run a ball, but the Stars now 7 for 131. 2 balls to come in the 18th over. And the new player should be Doug Warren. And Brose has only conceded the 2 runs and taken a wicket. Almost with another wicket. Nick Brose putting on some sort of performance here this afternoon. Dot ball that's almost as good at this stage of the game. Darts another one in. Will go in and field off his own bowling. Doesn't have to. Dave Juby comes in and he does field. And he comes away with a wicket and only 2 runs conceded for his 3rd over. 2 for 15. Nick Brose at the end of the 18th. The Stars are 7 for 131.
Yeah, that's amazing figures from Nick Brose, just going at the 5 runs and over from his 3 overs, and also picking up those 2 wickets. So he's been instrumental in really giving the Comets a good chance in this match, and we know that the Stars needing to win, and would have been hoping to win comfortably to seal up a spot in the semi-finals tomorrow, but they've got work to do as it stands.
Yes, they certainly do. Tom Hogan's just run out right in front of us here. You see Rahman come in. Oh, that is pulled away magnificently up over square leg. What a shot there. That is just a magnificent shot by Doug Warren. Welcome to the crease. 6 runs.
We've seen some 6s, almost more 6s than 4s in the innings today, but in between.
In fact, that was Christian Howe who was on strike there, so a magnificent 6 from Christian Howe. It's going to go again. Oh, that is another 6 again from Christian Howe. Just put it straight into his hitting range, and he is just pulling that away incredibly well. Up over square leg, 2 magnificent 6s from the left armour.
Well, just what the Stars needed was someone like Howe to come in. He's faced 7 ball. He's cleared the boundary 3 times, and Rahman with 6s off his first 2 balls is under pressure now.
Slower delivery, cuts that one away. Well stopped there by Juby, just took the pace off it, and he keeps them to a single. That is great work from Juby at point. He did magnificently well to keep that to the single and keep Christian Howe off strike. Rahman sitting back there saying, thank you very much for allowing me to bowl out of Doug Warren. Wow, I was wondering whether the Stars were truly going to get towards 150. Well, they're already on 144 after those 2 great hits from Christian Howe. 23 of 8. That's no mean feat, Stu.
Yeah, and 3 boundary 6s in that.
Warren just dabs that away. Back a point, and Juby comes in again and does the fielding. Straight back to Rahman. Interesting, Stu, we've often seen in cricket, in particular, I suppose in Test cricket, you see the ball pass through many hands as they get back to the bowler. Here, it's about quick turnaround, isn't it? Straight back to the bowler, allow them to come in quickly, put the pressure on the batsman.
Yeah, there's also plenty around the boundary, so they wouldn't throw it out that wide.
Indeed. Doug Warren, what a shot from Christian Howe, who's back on strike, hits the top of the members. And that was just a magnificent stroke. Rahman has, unfortunately for the Comets, put the ball in the slot for Christian Howe 3 times in this over, and he has taken full toll on those 3 occasions. 19 runs he has hit in this over.
Just magnificent power hitting in the late stages of this innings, and that 6 takes them up over the 150 that we thought they might have been hoping to get.
Rahman with the slower ball, doesn't matter, just belts that away. It's high, it's almost a catch. Nick Brose was there, but it is not. It is another 6 from Christian Howe. Wow, power hitting from him, 35 from 10 balls, and he's taken Rahman for 26 runs off his 3rd over. He did have good figures until that 3rd over. He is now 2 for 43. More importantly for the Stars, they see themselves come out of the 19th over now at 7 for 157.
So it's not going to be Brose to bowl the 20th over. It's going to be Lewis Evans to come back, which is probably a reasonable call. But Howe has shown that he's taken a bit of a liking for the quick bowlers. So Brose may have been the better option as a darting finger spinner, but this is the choice they've made, and Evans to bowl the final over, and just to try to keep a bit of a clamp on it.
Good first ball from Evans, well done. He's got the opportunity to bowl to Warren here, so dot ball to start with. Pressure on Warren now to get himself off strike because he's been watching Howe from the other end and he wants to get him back on strike here. Stars winning the toss here this afternoon, electing to bat in the 20th. 5 balls to come. 157 on the board. They didn't look like it 2 overs ago. Evans darts that one in really well. They dash through for the single. Well done, Warren. Christian Howe back on strike.
Yeah, good running. It was crucial that they got Howe back on strike early in this final over. And Evans was onto it to do the fielding off his own bowling, but threw quickly and safely, and Evans decided against having a shy at the stumps in the end.
Christian Howe, a talented all-rounder. He's come through the pathway system of Victoria. Plays for his premier club, Melbourne. Slower delivery, well bowled, Evans. That was superb. Christian Howe, he's coming off a season that yielded 615 runs at 41, 24 wickets at 36 for his club of Melbourne. So he's a man who's in good form. Looking to make a mark here with the Melbourne Stars. Here in Darwin initially, and then later on in the BBL competition. Slow ball, flicked away, up for a catch potentially.
Oh, yes!
Tom Hogan takes that magnificently there at backward square, and Evans comes over to him, high fives, gives him a big hug, says well done. Evans has bowled beautifully, took on the challenge, and Tom Hogan was up to the task there. So Christian Howe, 35 runs off 12. And he is out, and that is a great wicket to get. So only the 1 run conceded so far in this last over by Evans. He's got 2 balls to come.
Was never in doubt that Lewis Evans should bowl this last over, Dominic, and he's delivered as we expected.
Well, you talk about Nick Rose warming to this captaincy. He has captained beautifully here, and his choices have been excellent. He's led from the front with his bowling, Stu, and this choice of Evans, it could have gone horribly wrong. I agree with you on that front, but it's come off beautifully. 1 run, it's taken Howe's wicket, and he bowled to him beautifully. What can he do with the last 2? So Stars 8 for 158, Stu.
Yeah, they're looking like scoring about 160, aren't they? Which is maybe about par for this ground.
And Lazark on strike pops that one up. It was almost a catch. They're going to go for 2. Yes, they are. Good fielding from Evans. They do manage to dash through for 2 runs. So Lazark, the new man in. 2 off the first ball. He's got 1 to come.
So they have made 160, and you would think the ACT Comets would have to bat well to chase down that score. But they've given themselves a chance, and we've got a contest, I think.
So the final ball. High up and under. There's a man underneath it and takes the catch. So a wicket to Evans on his last ball. He finishes with the figures of 3 for 29 off his 4 overs. Well done, well bowled. He took on the challenge and he was up to it. So the Stars here, 8 for 160 off their 20 overs. The target for the ACT Comets will be 161.
We look at that last over from Evans, the death over, as they call it, and he's taken 2 for 3 off the over, and that's as good as anyone could have hoped for coming into that last over. And he bowled consistently throughout the innings. He's had a good series, and 3 for 29, his final figures, but a terrific effort to, in the end, restrict that total to 160. And well, it's the ACT Comets still looking for their first win of the series in their last game, and if they can bat well, if they can get a good start, they give themselves every chance, I think, Dominic.
Yeah, they do. As we check out some of the highlights here, and Rahman, this is to Christian Howe, and if you talk about a game breaker, before Christian Howe came out, I thought the Comets were deep in the game. They really were. And then Christian Howe has come out. He may have been the one who has taken the game away from them. Only time will tell. But Rahman, it wasn't as though he was bowling badly, but gee, he put them just where Christian Howe clearly wanted to hit them. And his sixes were absolutely superb. That one there, up over square leg and hitting the members club here at Gardens Oval. Just magnificent hitting. Extreme power, great timing. There appeared to be nothing that the bowling side could do about it at all, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. And the highlights continue here, but that was his downfall there, and fantastic effort from Hogan. But let's not forget the work that Sam Harper did at the top of the innings. He really set the Stars up with a terrific knock. Found the boundary a few times himself, clearing the boundary a few times, and 62 from 43 balls faced was a terrific captain's performance at the top of the innings, particularly after losing that wicket of Rogers off the second ball of the innings. He really held it together for them and has given his team a good chance for victory. Yeah,
he was the foundation, wasn't he? Sam Harper was just terrific. But you also saw Nick Brose as the captain really bowl well and captain beautifully. So there we are. The Stars have made 9 for 160 off 20. 161 is the total for the ACT Comets to go for. Run rate of 8 is what's required. Only 7 extras bowled, and you see there that card was really, really led by Sam Harper at the top, and the bowling Lewis Evans finishing with 3, but Nick Brose I thought was excellent. Economy rate of 5. Kai Brunker only took the 1, but economy rate of 7, and Tom Hogan 2 overs but only conceded the 8, and all of them were important. All of them I thought bowled quite well, and Rahman, his figures spoiled by Christian Howe, of course.
Yeah, that's right, in that second last over, 4 times over the boundary, but pretty even bowling performance from the Comets, and they finished the series on a positive note as far as that's concerned. We just look at the standings going into the final matches today, and Melbourne Stars currently there in 4th place. They'd be looking for a victory to hopefully for them seal up that place in the finals, but the Adelaide Strikers probably are the ones that can if they have a big win today, can nudge them out of contention. So that's it for the first innings of this match here at Gardens Oval. It's the Stars who have made 9 for 160 from their 20 overs, and it'll be the ACT Comets coming out to try and chase down that 161 victory target. We'll be back with you after the break.
Are you looking to hit your studies for 6? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
When you move here, it's not just for work, it's for life. Here, culture isn't something you leave behind. It's something you bring with you and share. Great jobs, no long commutes, and weekends that start as soon as Friday ends. From the red desert to the tropical north, this place doesn't just welcome you, it transforms you. Australia's Northern Territory. New boundaries, new territory.
Are you looking to hit your studies for six? Make the move to Australia's Northern Territory and start a world-class partnership where your potential can glide through boundaries and you can rack up runs in places you never imagined. Enjoy our laid-back lifestyle and help us build what's next. When this over is over, think about getting on a good wicket and consider studying in Australia's Northern Territory. Authorised by the Northern Territory Government, Darwin.
Visiting Darwin, Australia? Make your stay a winning one at Darwin Airport Resorts. Just minutes from the airport and a short drive to the city, it's the ideal base for travellers chasing sun, culture or the cricket. With 3 comfortable hotels, 2 inviting pools and 2 on-site dining options, everything you need is right here. Relax, recharge and enjoy the top end at Darwin Airport Resorts.
Welcome back to Gardens Oval for the resumption of this final round match between the Melbourne Stars and the ACT Comets. The Melbourne Stars setting the Comets a target of 161 for victory, losing their 9th wicket off the last ball of the innings. So a competitive total, Dominic, but the Comets, looking for their first win of the series, would be hoping to get off to a good start to give themselves a chance.
And that is the key, isn't it? They must get off to a good start here. They this is the opposite start than what they wanted as they were bowling. Early wickets was the key for them now, and they must get early good runs and don't lose wickets.
Austin Anlazark opening the bowling, and interestingly, 2 slips in place in this opening over of the T20 match. I'm not sure we've seen that for the whole series, Dominic.
Oh, I reckon I saw it yesterday, actually, when the Melbourne Renegades were playing against the Strikers. They had a couple of slips in.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting to see. And interesting to see Dave Juby here is the one opening the batting for the Comets. His reputation as an all-rounder, so here he is. Let's see what he can do for the Comets.
Oh, it's short and fast, and just got past the gloves of Juby there as he just parried at it, really, and got past without any damage done. But gee, that's a good ball.
That was a great ball, wasn't it? My headphones are causing me a few problems here, because I actually thought I heard a nick then. I thought he was gone. My heart sank on behalf of the Comets, but no, he's still there. So 2 dots to start with here for Anlazark, who's looked quick and with good bounce.
This one full, driven out to the fielder at cover. Howe out there. Tidies up, no score. So a good start from Anlazark.
Yeah, this is a great start from him. Perfect start, really. 3 dot balls to begin with. And Juby's only been able to put bat on 1 of them thus far. And there's the equation, 161 from 117. Got to make every post a winner, really, the Comets.
Oh, again, look at that bounce. It's something that we didn't see in the previous innings. Maybe 1 ball, but he's bowling fast, isn't he? And getting the most out of this Gardens Oval pitch. And that one's flown through. Keeper is a long way back, and he's taken that at least in front of his eyes, perhaps over his head, and Anlazark generating some real speed here.
Sam Harper, of course, the keeper for the Stars, and Anlazark, yes, generating pace and causing Juby all sorts here.
Juby this time forward defensive shot, pushed it out to the fielder at short mid-off.
Well, he'd be feeling the pressure here, Juby, Stu, because we're looking at a maiden here, which is not something that occurred in the first innings, that's for sure.
Well, 5 dot balls to start, and Juby happy to get that one somewhere near the middle of the bat, but he'll be thinking to himself, well, what's coming next? Because they've been flying around. Full, driven into the covers. Again, no run. What a start.
Well, that is a wonderful over from Anlazark. Excellent bowling, great pace, and the bounce that he was generating from the pitch. We weren't even seeing that from Luke Evans in the ACT Comets bowling innings. So Anlazark, Austin Anlazark, that's a beautiful start. Sam Harper would be wrapped with that.
Yeah, just really impressive. Fantastic viewing. He's got that ball to lift and really didn't bowl any bounces. There were none over the shoulders, none over the head, but just flying through chest height and just below from not that short pitch.
And the combination bowling, as we've seen often, and we now often see in this sort of competition, a T20 competition, pace from one end and then spin coming in from the other. So Aryan Sharma to come in here on behalf of the Melbourne Stars. And Aryan Sharma is an Australian under-19 representative for the upcoming series against India in Brisbane. So be joining Tom Hogan in that one.
He's gone big out onto the leg side, didn't bother running. There was a fielder out there, but couldn't get there in time, and it's made its way all the way over the boundary for 6. So a great start from Allen, and Nick Allen has picked up that first ball and probably downwind a bit, I think, and taken full advantage, clearing the boundary rope.
Yeah, what a shot from Nick Allen. At the other end, Dave Juby was struggling to put bat on ball, and here Nick Allen's seeing it like a basketball already and just belted it away for 6.
Oh, it's gone the reverse sweep, reverse slog really, but didn't get any bat on it. And Dave Juby coming down to have a chat. Juby in the meantime thinking, why did I elect to take strike from the first over? Because Anlazak was all over me. Another big hit, square this time, out on the leg side. It's going to fall short of the boundary. Oh, attempting to knock it back, got a hand to it, but couldn't control it, and it trickles into the boundary rope. So what a start for Nick Allen. A big 6, an attempted reverse sweep slog, got nothing on it, and now another lofted shot for 4. Going again, high again, but the fielder getting underneath this one and safely caught. He really didn't time that at all. A top edge, and yeah, even the one before he didn't really strike well, and it looked like Nick Allen was out there for a good time, not a long time, didn't he?
Well, whether he wanted to or not, he was, Stu, that's for sure. Just nice bowling again from Sharma there, and Nick Allen not timing that. And I do wonder, he's striking the ball so beautifully. Was there the need to do that on every ball? Or do you get yourself set and you know, build an innings? I don't know whether the ACT Comets needed a player that's clearly a good striker of the ball to get out in such quick fashion, really, which didn't seem necessary. Only in the second over. You've got to build your innings. You still can do that in T20 games.
Yeah, that's right. But from the evidence that we saw, Nick Allen had no designs on doing any of that. He didn't, did he? He was going full throttle from the first ball and chancing his arm, and it's brought about his undoing, unfortunately, for the Comets.
And Mikey McNamara, the wicketkeeper for the Comets, now taking his place. And he will be on strike to Sharma, who's already had a bit of a mixed over, a 6, a dot, a 4, a wicket. It's all happening for Sharma. 1 for 10 off his 4. McNamara, going to be interesting to see the approach that he takes here. Now that Nick Allen's gone quickly, how will the Comets approach the rest of this run chase?
Yeah, well, Sharma getting the wicket, and to be a bowler in T20 cricket, you've got to be pretty resilient, don't you? You've got to be prepared to get whacked around and keep coming back, and that's what Sharma's done and got some success, so good on him. This one just in faster and flatter and just hurrying McNamara into his shot, but he manages to keep it out. This one a bit more air, looped up and driven away to wide mid-on, and McNamara off the mark, and he'll keep the strike. Be interesting to see if Anlazak comes back, because he had some serious heat. He's taken his hat off. Looks like he wants to, and McNamara has the task of facing a fired-up Anlazak.
Gee, Anlazak was superb, wasn't he, in his first over? Mikey McNamara is a young keeper from Queanbeyan Cricket Club in Canberra, and he came off a very, very good 2024-25 season. 1,088 runs at 29, 35 catches, 12 stumpings. He also earned the Player of the Match award in the ACT Premier T20 final, hitting 58 or 49 balls to see his side home. The ACT Comets would love to see him pull out an innings like that here this afternoon.
Well, that's why he's batting near the top of the order, obviously, as well as having done the job with the gloves in their fielding innings.
It's a player with some talent, and he's going to have to use all of that facing Anlazak here this afternoon, as he was on the money in the first over.
Ball driven through the offside, beautifully placed, and that is rocketing away to the boundary. And that's what happens when you bowl fast. You hit the bat fast and it goes fast to the boundary. But McNamara confidently on the front foot and driving away, finding the gap, something that that Doobie couldn't do in the first over. He kept finding fielders, but first ball and beautifully driven away through the covers and a boundary 4. So first runs coming off of Anlazak.
Well done to Mikey McNamara there, and he jogged past Dave Doobie for his second run and went, see, that's how you do it. He was steady head, really steady in the crease, onto it early. Great shot.
Flicked away in the air on the leg side this time, and that's going to go all the way to the boundary as well. It's beautifully timed. Got there in no time, and of course all the fielders up inside the circle there, and McNamara just picked it up, hit it over the infield, and it raced away in front of the clubhouse over on the Mindle Beach side of the ground.
Well, Mikey McNamara, I'm hoping for the ACT Comets' sake that he is not here for a good time and not a long time, because he's looked very comfortable. He's watching the ball closely. His head's been really steady with both shots. He's got 9 runs from 4 balls. Needs to consolidate and build an innings here with Doobie.
In the air, oh, just past that fielder at cover point, and again it races away to the boundary. But that was in the air past the fielder, a diving attempt, but just out of reach.
He almost did it, Stu. Good time and not a long time. 3 4s now for Mikey McNamara, 13 off 5. Having lost a wicket, they find themselves midway through the third over at 1 for 23. Similar position to where the Stars found themselves after they lost a wicket on the second ball.
Oh, Anlazak pushes this one in short, and it's not a wide ball, but it's one over the shoulder for the over. So yeah, he can extract some life from the pitch, that's for sure. And after going for 3 successive boundaries, thought, I've had enough of this. I'm going to dig one in and see what you can do with that.
Hey, he's got the pace to do it, hasn't he? A beautiful bounce again from Anlazak.
Full on the leg stump, and this time McNamara hits it straight to the lone fielder inside the circle in front of the wicket on the leg side.
And a quick and loud call to Doobie to say, no, we're not going for a single here.
Well, they've got 12 from the over, so they've done the job.
That's
and just need to be there for what follows after this final ball of Anlazak's second over.
No, don't need to do anything silly on this last ball at all, Mikey McNamara.
Bit of a leading edge out through point, but it squirts away in the gap. Could have thought about a second, I think, but went the conservative and just the single, and McNamara keeps the strike. So after a maiden over in his first over, Anlazak goes for 13 in his second over, and McNamara has started really positively.
That's an interesting one, isn't it, Stu? I agree with your call there. I thought that they were going to definitely turn and run for the second. Didn't do it. Does that say that Doobie's going, okay, Mikey, you're really seeing the ball well, or is that Mikey McNamara saying, Dave, you didn't look too good in that first over. I'm going to make sure I retain strike. Maybe a bit of both.
So a bowling change at the City end. It's Doug Warren coming into the attack.
The big man found himself out there with Christian Howe, didn't he? And made sure that he got off strike and Christian Howe on strike.
Well, you look at Doug Warren and you say, oh, he's got to be a big quick bowler, doesn't he? But here he is bowling left arm finger spin. Just down the leg side and gets past the keeper. Wide ball has been called and they take the run as well. So a couple of runs added to the score and Doobie is back on strike.
A little bit of a sloppy return there too from Mackenzie.
In a bit shorter and Doobie onto this one, through the covers, placed beautifully and timed, and away it goes. Races to the boundary, and after having played out that maiden over from Anlazark in the first over, first ball that Doobie faces off the spinner, he smashes away through the offside for 4.
What a nice shot that was, and hopefully that gives him a little bit of confidence there.
This time leaning onto the front foot and turning it round backward of square. Coming in off the fence for the Stars was Campbell Callaway and keeps it to 1 run.
He's had good domestic form, Douglas Warren, and was actually selected in the Cricket Australia 11. Took 3 wickets against the West Indian touring side. And of course now playing with the Melbourne Stars.
Well, this one fired in shorter and faster and cut away by McNamara. Pretty fine down to third man, and that's raced away again over to the boundary. So terrific shot on display here from McNamara. He's found the boundary 4 times now in his 18 from 9 balls faced.
Well, Mikey McNamara dealing only in 4s at the moment, as Sam Harper was dealing only in 6s when he started his innings. So he's made a promising start here on behalf of the Comets.
Again, fired in, and this one just knocked out to the fielder at cover, and no run taken.
So McNamara looks like he's picking and choosing what he attacks and what he defends.
This one shorter, cut away. It's in the gap again, and it's raced away again. Another boundary 4. So bit of a drag down there from Dan Warren, and yeah, he'll be disappointed to have gone for 3 boundaries already in this first over.
So McNamara's leapt to 22 from 11, and that one there just cut away beautifully through point for yet another boundary. Moving his feet well, seeing the ball well. Very compact, organised batsman.
This one given a bit more air and full, and just nudged away on the leg side. No run taken. So the end of Doug Warren's first over yielded 15 runs for the Comets, and at the end of their 4-over power play, they find themselves at 1 for 39.
So almost going at 10 runs and over here, the Comets. Yes, the Comets, after losing an early wicket in the form of Nick Allen. But Mikey McNamara really steadying the ship here, and they'd be extremely pleased to come out of that power play with 39 runs on the board and only 1 wicket down. Yeah,
and you look at that worm, and they're 10 runs ahead of where the Stars were at the corresponding time. So a good start to the innings from the ACT, but important that they don't throw it away as the big man Cameron McClure comes in to bowl. Fast and full, and on the leg stump, driven away by Doobie. There's a shy at the stumps, but he was always safely home for the single as the ball continues to be pinged around into the keeper's gloves.
Yeah, Doobie looking a little bit more comfortable now, isn't he? He's got a few runs on the board. That was a nice shot that he played there, and moving with the shot, going for a single. So good to see him working into his game. He looked all at sea in that first over against Anlazark, but I think with the way Anlazark bowled that first over, most batsmen would have. Absolutely.
It was a sensational over. McClure fires it in, and McNamara pushes it through the gap in the covers, out to the fielder in the deep, Kellaway, who keeps it to 1.
Gee, Cameron McClure, he is a tall man. Stu.
He's a tall man, and I'm just looking up. I wonder if he's grown taller recently, because he looks like his legs have outgrown the length of his trousers out there.
Well, he stands at over 2 metres tall, and only recently broken into Victoria's Test calibre attack, so no mean feat.
Got a bit of pace as well, but this one's a no ball, and off the thigh, so no ball, and the extra run for the run coming off the pad. So this will be a free hit, and it's Mikey McNamara on strike. He'll be loving that.
Well, Cameron McClure, 20 years of age. He's got a challenge in front of him right now. He hails from the Essendon Cricket Club. Made his name in the 2019 Under-19 National Championships before earning a late call-up to Australia's Under-19 World Cup in South Africa in 2020.
Pulls it away, and it's going all the way over the boundary, over the fence for 6, and what better way to deal with a free hit than that? And Mikey McNamara has come to the crease and is in some sort of form here.
What a shot. What a shot that was. A flat 6 over deep square leg. Absolutely superb. And how quickly was Mikey McNamara into that?
That's right. It's almost like he was waiting for it there. Bang. And terrific hitting. Side on view here. Steady head, and eye on the ball, and away it went.
And he's displayed that right from the moment he came to the crease here. Really steady in the crease, steady head. Nearly hit the people over in the cafe with that one.
This one full, nicely worked around the corner, down to fine leg. Ran the first hard, but just the single. So that brings up the 50 for ACT in the 5th over. So they're well on target for this run chase, with only 1 wicket down, but still a long way to go.
And 2 more balls to come to here from McClure's first over. So the young man finds himself under pressure here. Juby with an opportunity to try and take some advantage here.
Oh, that one has flown, and that's going all the way to the boundary. Wicketkeeper Sam Harper had no hope of getting a glove to that. That has flown, and it wasn't particularly short, so it's not over the head, you can see there, but that has just taken off.
And he got a bit of bat on it too, which I didn't think initially.
No.
I thought it had missed everything, but the umpire said no, 4 off the bat. So Juby will take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another boundary for him, 10 off 11. Oh, McClure.
Here he comes again, his last ball of the over. This one fuller down the leg side. It's not his last delivery of the over, because that is a leg side wide, and McClure just struggling a little bit now. He's had a no ball earlier in the over, which brought about a free hit that was smacked away for 6. Had that pearler of a delivery that flew and touched, I presume it touched the glove of Doobie and went away for 4, and then a leg side wide. So he's got to get this right now. This one full, pushed away on the offside, no runs scored. So 15 runs coming from McClure's first over, and the ACT well positioned at 1 for 55 from their first 5 overs.
Just beautiful, isn't it, for them at the moment? Run rate 11 and over. At the same time, the Stars were hovering between sort of 6.5 and 7.5, so they've really taken this up to the Stars, have the Comets. And Juby, rough start, 10 runs now after nothing off his first 6. And Mikey McNamara, well, he's just come out with a really positive mindset. Hasn't taken too many risks, I think it would be fair to say. He's just played some magnificent cricket shots and has scored multiple boundaries already. So sitting on 30 from 15 balls, Mikey McNamara. And McClure, well, the young man that you often have to target a bowler in this kind of contest, and they've done exactly that by taking the young man down for 15 runs in his first.
So spin again from the city end. It's Hamish McKenzie coming in. Left arm wrist spin. And McNamara to be on strike.
Yes, the Stars are hoping that McKenzie forms a really, really strong partnership this upcoming BBL alongside their new signing in Mitch Swepson. So Mitch Swepson, of course, a very good bowler, has been for many years, both at the Big Bash and also the Australian level.
Yep.
McKenzie, no doubt, will be looking forward to partnering with him.
Short and hurried on the back foot. McNamara just punches it out on the offside.
Nice delivery, wasn't it, for a first up ball from McKenzie. Sam Harper behind the stumps would have liked the look of that.
Tom Rogers, the lone man in front of square on the offside in the covers. This time, a little more time, and just guides it down, and they're through quickly for the single. Good batting.
Yeah, well done. Good batting, good running. Juvie wasn't sitting back on his haunches. The run was there. Bang, straight through. Got to turn over the strike as often as they can here. Make the fielders work, make the bowler think about who he's bowling to and what the strategy is.
This one full, worked away on the leg side, out square. Kellaway coming in from the boundary, keeps it to 1. So, a good start by McKenzie.
Just a steady look here too from the Comets. They are on track here. No need to take unnecessary risks.
Full and sliced away through point, going all the way up to the boundary, but there's a boundary rider out there, and again only a single. So McKenzie be pretty happy with what he's produced so far.
Yes, having gone at 11 so far, he's only conceded the 3 runs. No boundaries.
McKenzie to Doobie. Again, a good length, and the best Doobie can do is just pat it away on the onside, and another dot ball. So 1 ball remaining in the McKenzie over.
He hurries in, doesn't he, McKenzie, when he bowls? Often you see a slow approach from spinners, but he really works the ball as he is now and then hurries in.
This one given a bit more air and driven straight down the ground. They should come back for 2, but McNamara a bit conservative there, I think. Just decided against. And just the quick single as McNamara calls for some change of equipment. Earlier in the day, of course, Sam Harper was the one that got the Melbourne Stars going with 62 from 43 balls, and set them up with the target they had. But and that was yeah, just see some of the highlights from Sam Harper while we've got a chance maybe. We might not have time for that right now, so we might get to that later in the coverage, but McNamara has started beautifully here for the Comets, And now Arian Sharma coming back into the attack, this time from the high school end of Gardens Oval. Fires it in, flat and on target. And it's Doobie on strike, who just pushes it back to the bowler. Oh, this one on the leg stump and tickled away fine. And this time they'll come back for 2. It's better running. And yeah, 2 runs off the bat. Just glanced away fine inside the fielder around the corner there, who's now being asked to move a little bit finer.
Well done there from Doobie to get through for 2. He's looked the most uncomfortable out of the 2 batsmen there at the moment, so he's got to make sure he keeps turning this strike over or scoring himself, and managing to do that at the moment.
This one fighting short. It's caught behind appeal. The ball's thrown in the air. They look at the umpire, who's got his arms spread, signalling a wide down the leg side. So some contrasting emotions there. And Doobie has a chat to Sam Harper, saying, "I got nowhere near it."
Smiles all around between them.
Full driven, but again, straight to the fielder, Hamish McKenzie this time.
Again, just looking a little bit stuck there, Doobie. They continue to ring the changes in the field. Sharma looking to get through his over quickly, trying to hurry Doobie.
Yeah, interestingly, they brought an extra inside the circle, so just sensing that Doobie struggling a little bit with the spin, so putting more pressure on him with fielders closer to the bat. Full toss this time, but again he couldn't get it away, and it's another dot ball. So this is a good over for Sharma. Just the 2 off the bat and a wide, and another adjustment to the field here as another player comes in on the offside out to the point area. Doobie this time opens his shoulders and drives it down the ground, but will only get a single for it, and so that's a really good over from Sharma. After he was a bit expensive in his first, and you can see Sharma there, 15 from his 2 overs with a wicket, and just the 3 from that, the 4 including the wide from that over. So a good over, and the Comets, you can see, needing 98 for victory from the 13 overs remaining, sitting at 1 for 63 from their 7, so that run rate bang on 9 runs and over.
I reckon Sam Harper got exactly what he wanted there too, and that was to get Doobie down the other end and to keep him on strike. Straight away he's brought Hamish McKenzie back into the attack. So Hamish McKenzie, none for 4 off his first. They've seen Doobie look uncomfortable against Sharma with the spin. Moved his field around at Sam Harper so that he could get through for a single and continue to put more pressure on.
Oh, big swing this time. Don't worry about that if you're the fielder on the boundary. That has gone a long, long way, and I think that's cleared the outer fence onto the road. This car's coming past now. Luckily, they weren't there a couple of seconds earlier.
Indeed. They don't know how lucky they are.
But that is a big hit, and I suspect we'll be looking at a ball replacement here. So a big hit from Doobie. He was tied down a bit before. We just see the replay of that hit out there, and he was tied down before, but really broke the shackles there and smashed that one away over mid-wicket. We've got the ball recovered by the looks. So one of the fielders has got out. There must be a gate open over there.
Yep, he's just jogging back. to come back in. Well, so much for my comment saying that Juby was becalmed down one end. What a way to say, all right, yes, I am struggling a little bit with the spin, and this is how I'm going to deal with it.
Yeah.
Wonderful shot from Dave Juby. So that makes Mackenzie just think twice about how he is going to approach him.
Oh, he's gone the reverse this time, but no bat on ball. And ACT up to 1 for 69, having lost the first wicket at 10. So to Juby's credit, he's hung around, and with that 6, he's gone to 21 from 23 balls. So it's a good partnership for the Comets, and one that they can really launch their attack on this target from.
Yeah, what's he got for us now, Juby?
Short. Oh, he tried to pull that away, and now shy at the stumps at the bowler's end, but they get through.
Stars are very lucky that they only scored 1 there, because there was no one at the stumps. And the fielder at long on had to make sure that he was thinking hard and in on the ball.
So it's obviously a bottom edge from Juby on that one. That's why the exasperated gasps. No real chance for Harper to catch it. Full this time, swung away on the leg side, gets past that fielder inside the circle on the leg side, only just diving out, and again through for a single. And I think Mackenzie just a little bit frustrated there with a couple of half chances just not going his way.
Yeah, Liam Blackford was the man in close, and gee, Mikey McNamara uppishly hitting past him. A half chance, as you say.
Full, swinging away, sliced away off the outside edge, but fortunately for Juby, it falls safely, and fielder coming off the deep point boundary. Blake McDonald does the fielding, and they're through for another single.
It's looked a little bit riskier just the last over, hasn't it, Stu, for the Comets? They're going for their shots that hasn't been coming off cleanly, except for Juby's 6, which was superb. But the last 3 singles, if there'd been a wicket taken amongst those, you wouldn't have been surprised, because the shots were quite risky.
That's right. So
still going at 10 and over, though.
Yeah, that's right. With that big 6 off the first ball. This one outside the off stump and beats McNamara for a dot ball. So a good comeback after going for 6 off the first ball. Just conceded the 3 singles for the remainder of the over. Mackenzie has figures of no wicket for 13 from his 2. And the Comets 1 for 72 after 8.
So on target here, and with only the 1 down, that's probably the most important part. Their run rate's good. Only the 1 wicket down, so they've got some batters back in the shed. They've got numbers there. Perhaps that's why Mikey McNamara and Dave Juby have decided to take a few more risks as they were facing the spinner, as we see the big man in McClure to come back into the attack. Cameron McClure, 20 years of age, over 2 metres tall, and bowling with some heat.
Juby on strike, just defensively to that one. Back out to mid-on.
Didn't have the happiest of first overs. Cameron McClure, 15 runs from it. And that was a good start for him.
Yeah, of course, had that no ball, and McNamara picking up on the free hit that followed. Oh, swinging away, but no bat contact there. And yeah, just hit him around the thigh or hip area and away for a leg bye. Which brings McNamara back on strike.
McClure was quick then, wasn't he? That was a quick delivery. But we've seen Mikey McNamara able to pick up the pace and the length very well through his batting innings so far.
just been starved of the strike a bit recently, so be happy to be back on strike. Oh, chipped in the air, but it's more than chipped. He's hit that pretty well over the infield. It's going to pull up inside the boundary, looking at a potential third, but McNamara says no, and comes happy with the 2 runs. Takes his score to 35 from 21 balls faced. Doobie 23, and the partnership up to 65.
Yeah, superb from these two.
65 partnership in just under 7 overs, so it's pretty good going.
Not bad going at all, is it? McClure back under a bit of pressure here.
Oh, that's short, and that's the big wide over the top, and it's going all the way to the boundary. That was way too short, way too high. McNamara, not a particularly tall person, and neither, should I say, is the wicket-keeper Sam Harper, but I don't think it would have mattered how tall you were there. That one flew away over, and that's another 5 runs added to the total, and McClure not doing his numbers any favour with that delivery. You can see that's really short, and McClure standing upright in the end and was never in any danger of being struck. McNamara, I should say, the batsman.
And that moves their score on to 1 for 80, so they all count.
Full this time, swung away over the infield, over mid-on. They've come back for 2, and I think that's all they've got as Blake McDonald fires the return back in. So this is good batting from McNamara. Just when it's short, he's not afraid to hit it in the air down the ground. When it's full, sorry, he's not afraid to hit it in the air down the ground. And McClure, just on occasion, his short ones have been too short, and it's cost runs.
Taking the calculated risks, isn't he, Mikey McNamara? Mm-hmm. He knows he has to go. He knows he has to score, and they are clearly targeting Cameron McClure. He's struggling somewhat under the pressure here. McNamara just taking a bit of time to see what's happened in the field.
This one a bit of pace off, but it's smashed away through the offside field, but straight to Christian Howe, the sweeper on the boundary, and just a single. So 1 ball left in McClure's second overs. He has figures of none for 25 at this stage, and
looked like he was reaching for it a bit there, McNamara. Bowled it a little bit wider to try and keep it away from him.
Doobie on strike for the last ball of the over. Oh, that's struck him on the body again as he tries to turn it around the corner, and that'll be a leg bye to finish the over. In fact, it might have come off the glove, so the end of, yeah, it's a run given to Doobie. So at the end of McClure's second over, he has none for 26. After 9 overs, the ACT Comets 1 for 84, chasing that target of 161 for victory. So they're ahead of the game, Dominic.
They are ahead of the game. They're doing very nicely, although Doobie, I think, feeling the effects of that last delivery. Might have hit him on the glove first, but it definitely hit him on the body afterwards. And McClure not bowling slowly either, the big man. So Doobie does well to get out of that and still be upright at the minute. So 84 runs on the board, having only lost the 1 wicket. Comets have really built themselves a platform here, as we see Warren, the other tall man, this time a spin bowler, back into the attack for the Stars.
Oh, reverse sweep here, well fielded on the circle by Liam Blackford, and in fact no run taken. So you would have thought that they could get through for a run there, but McNamara happy to stay at the non-striker's end. Well, this time Doobie hitting it through the leg side. He wants a second, and again McNamara turns him back. So it's really McNamara that's the conservative one in the running between wickets, I think. He's just not prepared to take the risk on those.
I think probably rightly so at this time, Stu. They're in front of the score at the moment. They're in front of the game. Don't lose a wicket to a run out.
Full cut away. Oh, bounced nastily, and he's done really well to get his hands on that and knock it down. Liam Blackford, that was took a nasty bounce off the centre square out to the edge there.
That was great reaction time from Liam Blackford, wasn't it? Just fantastic. And if he hadn't,
could have been horrific.
Bit of damage there.
Faster straight away, and this time McNamara bunts it down to long on, but again, only a single.
Just not really wanting to take any unnecessary risks here, McNamara, and I think he's right to do that. I think that's the correct call. Juby appearing to want to hurry things along a little bit. Maybe that's because of his circumstances, that he's 25 or 30, but he's got 25 runs. They've made a really good platform. Don't do anything silly here.
Swings out over cover. He's hit that one nicely, and that races away over the boundary. So good batting from Juby. Just prepared to go aerial there, and once it was over Christian Howe at cover, there was no stopping it. So a boundary four, good shot from Juby, good cricket.
Yeah, well done. He's keeping pace here, Juby. Good to see.
Swings away. This one's all the way for 6 again, and this time just a sweep shot really over forward square leg, and Juby smashed it away. And at the halfway mark of their allocated 20 overs, the ACT are 1 for 96, so helped in a big way by 10 runs from the last 2 balls, but nonetheless, they are travelling nicely here.
Oh, Dave Juby, well done. 2 boundaries from the last 2 balls. That's taken his score up above a runner ball, 35 off 32. And more importantly, his team, 1 for 96 after 10. They're going at 9.6 and over. They need 65 from 60 balls, which normally, from a T20 context, is more than doable, Stu.
Absolutely correct. And yeah, what a platform they've set themselves, and with batsmen to come, obviously. Dare I say it, they've moved themselves into favouritism in this contest.
Oh, the commentator's kiss of death there from Stuart Davis. The ACT Comets, they do have themselves in a good position here. Sharma coming back into bowl, is he? No, surely not. And Lazark, it looks like, to come back into bowl here. And Mikey McNamara, the man on strike. 39 from 25. He's really set the tone of this innings since he came to the crease. Been really positive. Taken loose deliveries and put them away for 4s. And much to my surprise, Juby has been the man who's the 6-hitter.
Yeah, that's right. He's taken some of those opportunities, and that 4 off the second last ball over cover was a beautiful shot as well. So he's got some confidence now.
And Lazark in. Oh, quick, straight. McNamara's almost fallen over himself trying to get some bat on that. He is quick, and on target is An Lazark.
I think he was more interested in getting his toes out the way than getting some bat on it, because that was fired in at the feet. And through to the keeper, but yeah, quick.
Hasn't taken a wicket, An Lazark, but geez, looked dangerous every time he's come in to release a ball. There he goes again, replays that, returns fire with fire. Does McNamara straight up over mid-on. The man collects and they come back for 2. He's a gutsy player, Mikey McNamara. Most wicketkeepers are, I think. And he's playing essentially the same role as his opposition wicketkeeper in Sam Harper, and he moves his score up to 41 off 27. Fantastic batting from Mikey McNamara.
Yeah, once again prepared to go the aerial route off the full ball over mid-on. Didn't time that one as he would have liked and just out of the reach of the fielder, but gets the reward.
Oh,
that will hurt.
That has hit him in the midriff, and yes, that would hurt.
Not much sympathy from the fielding side here.
In fact, none. Absolutely none. And Lazark just looked at him, collected the ball, and he's turned his back on him and back to his mark. Bang! Right in the midriff to Mikey McNamara. Let's see how he recovers from that. Will he choose to try and return fire with fire again? He does. What a shot from Mikey McNamara. All the way for 4. Straight down to the long on boundary. And that's a beautiful shot. And that has been the theme of this over. Dot ball, bang over the head for 2. Dot ball in the midriff, 4 runs. And the ACT, that brings them up to their 100. They move on to 1 for 102 of 10.4. They need 59 runs from 56 deliveries to score what would be an unlikely win here this afternoon against a team that is pressing to be in the finals.
I'm loving this innings from McNamara. He is counter-punching at every opportunity. We saw very early in his innings he cleared the boundary a few times, but now just taking on the bowling straight.
Oh, he's got a top edge on that one, and that is going to screech away for 4. Oh, it might be holding up a little bit. No, it's not. All the way to the boundary for 4. So Mikey McNamara back-to-back 4s. The first 3 balls were big cat and mouse. Those last 2 banged away to the boundary, and that's a deliberate shot too. Stewie went for that.
Absolutely, it was short. It was over the shoulder, and he just threw everything at it, and knowing that any sort of contact was going to fly away, and particularly as we haven't called, but they've taken the power surge here with fielders inside the circle. So if you get it over the fielders in the circle, it'll go to the boundary most times.
Mikey McNamara, 49 off 30. 1 ball to come. Oh, he's gone again. Beautiful shot. Again up over mid-wicket. 1 bounce and into the fence for 4. Well, he's made Anlazark pay in this over. He's taken him for 14 runs and he scores his 50. A wonderful personal milestone there to Mikey McNamara. 53 from 31 deliveries. What an innings that's been, Stu.
Just a terrific innings, and he's backing himself with that he can strike the ball and put it where he wants to, and he has done on most occasions. And you've got to say that although at times Doobie has looked a bit uncomfortable and not in the best of form, he's hung on, and now that partnership is exactly 100 as well, with the first wicket falling at 10. So don't underestimate the role that Doobie has played here in setting this platform for the ACT Comets.
Well called, Stu, and yes, he has looked a little bit uncomfortable, but I tell you what, I'd take uncomfortable on 35 or 32 any day. Particularly when you're the one that's actually playing the minor hand here. Gee, that's a pretty good innings. Sharma now back into the attack, so Sam Harper's gone back to spin. Oh, it could be a catch. Is it a catch? Yes, it is. Doobie has just struck out there, and the man at extra cover takes the catch.
Yeah, it just wasn't to that one, was he? And probably a shot that, in hindsight, he didn't need to play. But that's a terrific partnership between these two. Finally broken, and it's the spin of Sharma that has done it. As we look at the replay here, gave himself a bit of room trying to hit it over the offside, and all he could do was loop it up. But a good catch diving forward, and the Stars will be happy to see the back of one of these two, and I'm sure they'd prefer to see the back of the other one as well. But but it's Doobie who goes first. The partnership, as we said, 100 runs, and he's done a great job for his team.
Yeah, fantastic job for his team. 35 off 33. Good catch from Hamish Mackenzie too. Had to come forward quite a distance. Took it cleanly, and you could see that meant a lot to Sharma and also Sam Harper. They both knew that it was very important to get a wicket, and Sharma, the only wicket taker so far for the Melbourne Stars, 2 for 15, and he's coming up for the second ball of his third over here.
That 100-run partnership off 9.3 overs, so that's terrific batting from those two Comets players.
Keogh now. More than a competent batsman is Zach Keogh. Interesting to see what the instructions are here for him, how he chooses to approach this. They do have time. Doesn't have to do anything silly here, Zach Keogh. Got a great ability to hit a big ball. He's the male Premier Cricket of the Year in the Solway Medal for the ACT Comets. He dances down the pitch, a little bit of a leading edge, just dabs that one out to silly point. No run from it. Target is 161, so only 51 deliveries away from that. Keogh gets that one away. Extra cover comes in and fields that again in the form of Mackenzie, who took that wonderful catch only moments ago. So Sharma, midway through his over, a good one already. A wicket and 2 dots.
Yeah, Sharma, of course, bowling in the power surge here, so only has the 2 players in the outfield. It's a terrific start.
The fielder at silly.
Oh, he's out.
There's the catch. Zach Keogh, he's gone for the big shot, and he is caught by Liam Blackford, who's been fielding beautifully in that position almost for this entire innings. And Zach Keogh goes for a duck. So 2 quick wickets. It's unbelievable how often they fall in clumps when the pressure's on. Went for the bigger hit, just didn't get any of it at all. And Liam Blackford, we've seen his quick reflexes already. He was right onto that and took it cleanly.
Yeah, you'll often hear it said on cricket fields, 1 wicket will bring 2, 2 will bring 3, and that's, as you said, Dominic, what often happens. A big partnership, and Keogh been waiting around in the sheds in anticipation, waiting to come in. And he goes off just a few balls faced, and what an over this is from Aryan Sharma in the power surge.
Yes, well, it certainly hasn't been much of a power surge so far for the ACT Comets, not what they were looking for. So here comes their challenge now. The Stars putting the pressure on, probably for the first time in their batting innings, Stu, where they've had a real opportunity to say, righto, we're actually in charge of this over. Aside from the first over bowled by Anlazark, here we have 2 wickets and 2 dot balls to Sharma. He's looked dangerous, 3 for 15 now, deep into his third over. Akshay Joseph comes to the batting crease here for the Comets. And we've got a slip in here. Just tucks that one away square. And McNamara ambles through for the single. That's easy, isn't it? And I'm still a little bit surprised that Zach Keogh went for the big shots immediately. I much prefer that approach from Joseph there of just jump off strike, take the single, get the batsman who's in and seeing the ball really well back onto strike.
Yeah, Aryan Sharma, what an over. 2 wickets, and now just the single, and his figures in what's been a bit of an onslaught from the ACT terrific at 3 for 16 with 1 ball left in his third over.
First over of the power surge, all the way of the Stars thus far. McNamara straight back down the ground. That's a brilliant shot from McNamara. That's going to go all the way, will it? Looks like it might pull up. No, it won't. It gets all the way to the rope. Mikey McNamara, he is the man at the moment. No question about that. Moves on to 57 from 32. And he takes the ACT to 3 for 115 after 12 overs. They need 46 from 48 deliveries. Sharma, Stu, 3 for 20 off 3.
Yeah, no, terrific bowling, but you said, yeah, see that shot? He's dragged it from outside the off stump down past the stumps on the leg side and got a pretty good piece of it. You said that Mikey McNamara is the man, and realistically you'd think that he has to be the man, not just now but for the remainder of the innings. He's seeing the ball nicely, striking the ball nicely. 57 from 32, and the Comets had lost a couple of quick wickets. They would not like to lose McNamara.
McClure now into the attack. That's a nice shot from Joseph. Just pushes that up to extra cover. No run.
Yeah, Joseph has been in pretty good touch himself in the series. Scored some runs the other day when I saw him, and yeah, he'd be pretty confident, I think, of being able to help McNamara in pushing them closer to this victory target.
Took some nice catches earlier today too.
Yeah, he's in the game, wasn't he?
Ball followed him around like a magnet in the field today, and he was up to the task. McClure quick. Defensive shot only there from Joseph. McClure, he needs a good over, and his team need him to bowl a good over here. He's got the perfect start. 2 dots so far.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him get a consistent set of 6 in here. He's just let himself down a bit with a couple of wayward balls. Going short again, and there it is, down the leg side and high, and yeah.
Just as you called it there, Stu, straight away the wide comes. He just hasn't been able to put a single over together so far.
No.
So again, the score just ticks over by that 1 extra. Joseph certainly finding him a challenge. 2-metre McClure. With pace. Whipped away on the leg side. Quick single. Well done from Joseph. McNamara back on strike to face at least 3 deliveries from McClure, if that's how it works out.
Yeah, the fielder right on the circle there at mid-on, and Joseph often running straight away after he hit the ball, was never in danger, so good running.
Whipped that one away and knew exactly what he needed to do. Bit of a chat here between Campbell, Kellaway and the big fast bowler in McClure. Contemplating a field change or 2 perhaps. Mikey McNamara just taking his time as well. 57 off 32 is McNamara. Just dabbed this one away behind point. And again, they'll just stroll through for another single.
Yeah, nicely played. Just use the pace of the ball to get it away and get another single. Just that's all that's required at the current stage of the game. Keep turning the score over and wait for the one that you think you can get to the boundary.
Run rate sitting at 9.32. The required run rate below 6 now. Oh, lovely defensive shot. Just drop and run. Well done from Joseph. Played the shot, had a quick look, didn't he? Knew that he had some time, and McNamara calling him through. It's one of the things I thought was good between McNamara and Juby. Loud calls, positive calls. McNamara's continued that here.
Yeah, it was good from McNamara there. We said earlier on that he's been a bit conservative, a bit reluctant to take the risks, but felt that he could get home there, and no hesitation. He was off and running, and happy to get himself back on strike for this final ball, but more importantly just to keep that scoreboard ticking.
Slower delivery, manages to dig that one out through point, and again they dash through for a single. 1 run added, but importantly Mikey McNamara on strike to face what will be the 14th over. After 13 here, the ACT Comets 3 for 120. They need 41 more balls to win this game.
Yeah, better over from McClure. There was that one loose wide, but only conceded singles during the over, so he'd be a lot happier with that. And yeah, the Comets still really well placed here, particularly with McNamara at the crease, and Ariane Joseph. Well, actually, Joseph is a very good player as well. So with these two at the crease, their chances are strong. Lose one or both of them, and things get a little bit more shaky for them. But yeah, McNamara has looked rock solid today, hasn't he?
He has indeed. He has indeed, and I think it's probably these two that need to do the job here. It looks like Tom Hogan in next, and then Isam Rahman in after him. So these two will be looking to build as strong a partnership as they can and get as close to the target as they possibly can. McNamara just pulls this one away through mid-wicket, and they go through for just the 1. Mackenzie now getting the opportunity to target. Akshay Joseph has only seen the 5 deliveries. McNamara up to 60.
Yeah. Yeah, the wicket keeper coming in at the fall of the first wicket. He was in the second over, and yeah, the innings has been built around him to date.
Joseph taking a moment here to survey what's in front of him. Mackenzie just taking his time. He does work into the crease quickly.
Ooh.
Oh, Mackenzie thought he had his man. Harper whipped off the bails there.
Yeah, great work. Was ball cleanly taken, bails off quickly. Looking at the square umpire, but didn't get the decision their way.
Nothing but an exciting dot ball, Stu. It's off and away. Mackenzie again just looking to place his fielders, change a few things around.
So they're bringing a slip in. That's
interesting. And Liam Blackwood it is too. The man with the quick hands. Perfect man to have there. Oh, down the pitch was Akshay Joseph, and well fielded by Mackenzie. Bump ball, I think.
Yeah. But that is interesting. Bringing a slip in the 14th over suggests to me that Harper thinks they really need to take a wicket to have a chance in this game. They're not going to just defend the total by keeping the run rate down. So
Joseph charged on the last delivery. Doesn't need to here, but the same result. Bump ball, and again straight back to Mackenzie. So Mackenzie bowling beautifully here in this his 3rd over. 3 dot balls in a row. And the difference between having Mikey McNamara on strike and Joseph on strike.
Yeah, Joseph new to the crease, of course, finding his way.
Quickly in again. He's had a crack at that. Joseph down on the one knee, but well taken by Sam Harper behind the wicket there.
Yeah, I think Joseph here, 1 ball remaining. Just let this over go. Let McNamara have strike to start the next over and start again.
Yes, I think you are exactly right, Stu. Let's see whether Joseph shares those thoughts. More importantly, what tactic will Mikey McNamara employ too? Joseph might want a single, but he might just say, no, I've seen enough from this end already. 4 dot balls. If there's...
So the slip's been taken out to reinforce the field behind point on the offside.
Oh, he's lucky to get away with that, is Joseph, that came off the open face of the bat. I thought it was going to go straight to Harper, then I actually thought he missed it. He hadn't, and they do go through for the single. I'm a little bit surprised in some way.
Well, he was nowhere really, was he? He made the decision to advance down the pitch, but he wasn't at the pitch of the ball, and just flayed the bat at it. Really lucky to get something on it, because he was well and truly stranded if it got past like it looked like it might.
Yep, stranded indeed. The ACT Comets, they need 39 runs from 6 overs, and having a drinks break just at the moment?
No, I don't think
Not
so.
really. I don't think so. Maybe in a quick one for the batters. A new pair of gloves brought out. Well, they're still well and truly in this game, the Comets, particularly as long as Mikey McNamara's out there. But McClure being brought back into the attack here, and Joseph, he's 4 off 10. He's looked uncomfortable. These are difficult times to come out. No question about that. He's done a few drop and runs to get McNamara back on strike, and an opportunity here with the pace bowler to have a crack at that again. Quick, straight to extra cover. And again, another dot ball to Akshay Joseph. So McClure doing very well here. Nice way to start his over. 3 for 122 after 14. Getting down to crunch time here, Stu.
Yeah, that required run rate just building a little bit in the last couple of overs. So McClure obviously hasn't had as much of the strike, and Joseph really needs to try and find a single here, I would think.
Well bowled. He gets himself off strike, does Akshay Joseph. McNamara quick, and he had to be quick. Exactly. Square leg was having a good look. It didn't hit, but that was very nice fielding out there, and good backup to, again, Liam Blackford, the man. He's always in the right spot, is Liam Blackford. Mikey McNamara now in the right spot for him, on strike. 60 from 35. 4 balls to come in this McClure over.
So those fielders go deeper on the leg side there. We saw that when the power surge was on, McNamara hitting the ball over the top of the infield. Well, he can't do that now, but he has plenty of room in the infield, and we'll have to look for the gaps to find the boundary. Short and...
Geez, it's a no ball, Stu. It's a no ball.
Yeah, so a free hit again, and McNamara just in defensive mode there as the ball came at him. But he's done pretty well. But here he goes with a free hit, which we know that the last time he had one of those off McClure, he took full advantage. So pressure on McClure to get this one right to prevent the same result.
He's had at least the 1 poor delivery in each over, hasn't he, Cameron McClure?
Yeah.
Bowls with good pace, gets good bounce, but just a little bit errant. And I think on that occasion, clearly a front foot no ball.
Yep.
So here comes the big man again.
Oh, it's wide, surely. No.
That is a ripping delivery from McClure. Mikey McNamara gave himself room, and McClure, he gets the applause from his teammates. Hamish McKenzie fielding down there at backward square leg, just raising the hands and saying, well done, young man. You might have bowled a no ball, but that was a great comeback.
Yeah, it was, and McNamara be disappointed, but he's just got to put that one out of his mind and be ready for the next one, which he's been able to do all innings. Slower ball, sorry. That's
a beautiful delivery, isn't it? Slower ball. Gee, did well there. Mikey McNamara couldn't do much with that. He does get a single, but it's one of the great things about this tournament, the young players learning how to play pressure cricket, and look at that. That was...
Yeah, just inside that blue line, wasn't it? And,
in by millimetres.
Yeah, McNamara just backed away too far for the delivery that came.
And then the last ball there from Cameron McClure was a slower delivery, only the single. So 3 runs conceded so far. I should say the 2 runs and the extra with the no ball. Pulled
nice
away
shot.
Beautifully. Up over mid-wicket and to the boundary. Well done, Akshay Joseph. adding to his total, but importantly, continuing to tick this scoreboard along. 9 from 13 from him. 1 ball to come, and there's McClure over, and the Comets are 3 for 129.
That was really well played because they brought the field in for Joseph, having observed that he's just struggling to get the ball away. So the field had been out for McNamara, brought it in for Joseph, thinking that he's struggling, but he backed himself, timed it nicely, got it away over the infield, and now, as a result, those fielders are out on the boundary again. And I was just going to say before that, things are starting to tighten up here because they're struggling to score runs at the moment, but it just relieves the pressure valve a bit with the boundary late in the over.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Exactly right. 32 required from 31 now. It was getting a little bit away from them. They've brought it back again to almost a runner ball. That's a nice shot straight down the ground, at least a single, and that's all they'll take. So well done, Akshay Joseph. 10 from 14, and brings the score now to 3 for 130 after 15.
But again, Joseph retains the strike, and McNamara somewhat stranded at the non-striker's end. So 15 overs gone. McNamara's only faced the 38 balls for his 61, and 3 for 130 after 15 is 26 runs ahead of where the Stars were at the same time. So 5 overs to score 31 runs. It sounds like a walk in the park, but you've got to be out there and doing it.
That's exactly right, and the pressure between the ears, that's where it counts. The Stars haven't really been able to exert a lot, but ever since that terrific over from Aryan Sharma during the power surge, that is where they've been able to really start to put the pressure on. So the Comets here, 3 for 130. The 5 overs to go. McKenzie back into the attack. Gone for the reverse. He gets it away. Does Joseph? There was an appeal for LBW. It's going to go all the way here for Joseph. Well done. Scores the boundary. Much needed runs as they get themselves ever closer to this total. 3 for 134 off the first ball of this 16th. Joseph moves up to 14 from 15.
Yeah, and a boundary off the first ball. Again, releases the pressure. Just dragged it down, but it raced away, so got a pretty good piece of it. So that's 2 boundaries off the last 3 balls he's faced, Joseph, now.
Oh, he's gone for another one. Backward of square. Nice shot. They're through for 1. Are they going to go for the second? They are. And that's good running, good intent, good feeling down here from Sharma. Couldn't prevent the second.
It was good running, and I'm not sure if they realised or not, but Sharma, the left-hander, was running to his right-hand side, and so took just those extra couple of steps to be able to get in position to throw it back, and by that time they were easily home for the second run.
So Joseph building in confidence here, 16 from 16. Amazing what a few boundaries can do to your personal total. 136 on the board for the Comets. And he's cut that one away nicely. Forward a point. And good fielding there by the Stars. Just the 1 run. I say just the 1 run. It does bring McNamara onto strike. McKenzie none for 22 midway through his 4th over. It's bowled well for them without taking a wicket yet. Crack he goes. Up and over cover. There's a fielder there, and they'll just go through for the 1 run.
Yeah, see how that ball spun back.
Yes.
And the fielder just waited for the 2nd and 3rd bounce just to make sure it didn't keep spinning away from him. So good work out there. Still kept it to the 1.
I thought the fielder was pretty fortunate, actually. I thought that was going for 4. I thought it was going to go past him. It actually spun into him.
Yeah.
So Joseph back on strike. And that is a lovely delivery from McKenzie. Well taken there from Harper. Dot ball. One to come here from Mackenzie.
Yeah, the last ball of Mackenzie's spell. He'd love to pick up a wicket with it. Field changes.
McNamara 62 off 39. Sam Harper was 62 off 43. So we thought his innings was a great innings. McNamara's have been fantastic. Joseph straight back down the ground, just through extra cover there. And they amble through for one. And that is the end of the over. Mackenzie none for 24 of his 4. So that's well done. Going for a runner ball. Joseph takes his total to 18 from 19, and the ACT Comets 3 for 139 after 16 overs.
22 runs from 24 balls required. They're, all the charts show they're well ahead of it, but that's not always the entire story.
Yes, we have to count on the Christian Howe over.
Yeah, well, and this will be a crucial over. I think Aryan Sharma, who's got 3 wickets in the innings so far. So, yeah, the game could be here in this over.
So Sharma to bowl to Joseph, who's been good. Goes for the big shot, gets that one away forward to square and out to the boundary. I didn't think he'd got enough of that, and it's raced away to the boundary for 4. So yet again, the Comets score a boundary on the first delivery of an over, and it just allows them, Stu, doesn't it, to sort of dictate terms in the over. So well done to Joseph, 22 off 20.
Yeah, that's right. He's at times he's looked to have struggled quite a bit, but again, as did Dave Doobie, stuck with it and backed himself, and see how far outside the off stump he got to play that shot.
That was incredible. He reached for it enormously. Great shot. Straight back down the ground. Good shot. They'll go through for just a single. Coming into the field there is Tom Rogers from long on. Mikey McNamara back on strike, and Joseph really doing the job here. So Sharma under a little bit of pressure. McNamara just tucks that one away. Forward a point. They go through just for the one. Again, this is what scoring that boundary with the first ball does, doesn't it? It just relieves the pressure. Get through and score another 5 singles. You've scored 9 for the over.
Exactly. The run rate is just a touch over. Required run rate just a touch over 4.5. So that's all that they need to do.
That's a great shot from Joseph. Up and over, extra cover, and it will it? No, it won't.
Oh,
yes, it will. That is an awesome effort from Doug Warren, just could not get there. And a boundary scored by Akshay Joseph. Well, he has absolutely come to the party here. He was slow to start. He looked a little bit uncomfortable. 27 off 22. He's been wonderful support to Mikey McNamara. And that score now 3 for 149. 2 balls to come in the 17th.
Yeah, Doug Warren there, he probably got there, but he tried to scoop it back and missed the ball with his hand, but was really close to the boundary line anyway. See him coming in here and got his arm to it, but just didn't make proper contact.
Akshay Joseph's gone the reverse sweep here. And I think he may have got a bit of pad to that, or has he got a bit of bat? They've scooted through for a single. Yeah, the umpire says all clear.
Yeah, no signal, so runs to Joseph, and a really important innings from Joseph here. And McNamara, what a job he's done.
Yeah, he's been amazing.
Was the aggressor early, and as I said earlier, he's been starved of the strike a little bit, but still kept his head and guided the Comets to the position they're in.
He's been the rock. Carves that one away. Just forward a point again. And the fielder out there in the form of Campbell Kellaway throws that into his captain in Sam Harper, and that's the end of Sharma's 4 overs. 3 for 32 Here's this lovely shot from Akshay Joseph, just getting that one away, losing his balance a bit, but scoring a run and continuing to tick the scoreboard over. So the Stars, they see off Sharma, who's been superb with his 3 for 32. And we now have only the 3 overs remaining. 3 for 151. Run rate 8.8. Required is 3.3. Let's just say there's 10 runs to get.
10 runs to get from 3 overs.
That's the simple equation. Actually,
so you could bat blindfolded and make those, Dominic.
Stu, what are you? I'm cringing here. Don't say that. Mikey McNamara, 64 off 41. Stu Davis wants him to bat blindfolded. I don't think he's going to. Strange things have happened in T20 games. And the ACT are in an incredible position here to win their first game in their last match here in this series. And could they do it against the Stars, who are trying to play finals?
Exactly. I was going to say, not only would it be their first win, they would prevent the Stars from playing finals. So it will be a massive win should they get there.
It's a perfect sporting scenario, isn't it? If you can't make it yourself, you want to prevent somebody else from doing so.
Yeah.
McNamara up over the top, and it's straight over the wicket-keeper's head. In comes Warren. Goes to collect it, and they run through for a single, and that is off the bowling of the dangerous Anlazark.
He was just off the glove and just out of the reach of Harper, but yeah, another run to the board.
Thought he was in the game for a moment there, Sam Harper. Over his head. That's happened to him a few times in this innings. Score moves on by 1 to 152. Only 9 required. Joseph, he advanced forward a step and just bunts that back down the pitch. A little bit of indecision between the batters. Probably the first time we've seen that today. In the end, Joseph says to McNamara, please go back.
Yeah, I think Joseph looking to work that one a little bit squarer away from the fielder so that they could get through for the single, but got onto him quickly, and good piece of fielding to get in quickly and stop the run.
Back in his crease on that occasion, and this time he works it to square. That's exactly what he did want. Mikey McNamara back on strike. Joseph to 29. Played a very good, disciplined innings here as Joseph. 8 runs required. Look at Mikey McNamara, 1, 6, 9 fours, and that's how he did his damage early, didn't he? Was just multiple fours very early on to really build his platform. And Lazark, the slower ball. Mikey McNamara's gone bang up over the top. 6 runs. What a shot that was over cover. Superb effort from Mikey McNamara, and he takes his score to 71 off 43 deliveries.
Sensational. It was a shorter, slower ball. McNamara just about waited back on it, waited for it to get to him, and he just slapped it away over cover, and just 2 runs required now. McNamara would be delighted to be there to see them home.
What a shot. That was an athletic looking shot from Mikey McNamara. The right leg was elevated, power through the shot. That's a beautiful 6, and the ACT Comets, they will have loved to see that. 2 runs required. We've got 2 more balls to come in the 18th over. And this is coming off Anlazark.
Yeah, that's right. He has been a little bit expensive after bowling a maiden in his first over. Right. Incredible, but he's got some serious wheels, hasn't he?
He sure does. His pace has been superb, but Mikey McNamara was all over that, Stu, as he has been really throughout his innings, where he's been prepared early, he's moved early, he's running between the wickets, to use your term, has probably been conservative, but he's been disciplined, and his match awareness, I think, has been fantastic.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's controlled this innings really for the Comets.
There he goes, up over square. They go through for one. Will they come back for two? They will. Mikey McNamara takes another 2 runs. The Comets win this match. He moves to 73 from 44 deliveries, and the Comets take this in the 18th over. I cannot believe I've seen this here. The Melbourne Stars, gunning for a place in the finals, have lost this match to the ACT Comets, who win their first match, Stu, their first match in their last series.
Look, good on them. Congratulations to them. They played really well today. We thought that their effort in the field was really good. The runs maybe just got away a little bit at the end, which made that target a little bit iffy. But gee, haven't they batted well? Batted in partnerships, which is the important thing, and McNamara has been a part of those partnerships. Can't speak highly enough of the innings that he's played today.
He's been so disciplined, as I was saying a moment ago, and you're right, he built partnerships, he worked really well, and the batters that he partnered with, Dave Juby initially looked uncomfortable. He worked with him, he called him through, he talked him through, and then Juby grew in confidence. 35, I think, was his score. It was a well-made 35 in the end, and then Joseph, 29 from 25. He played his role to perfection here at the end.
Well, Joseph as well looked to be struggling at times, didn't he? And worked through it with McNamara. So just a fantastic all-round performance from the ACT Comets, and you know, you sense that if they could have achieved something like that early in the tournament, they would have grown in confidence, and who knows what might have happened. But it's been a terrific experience for them, as it has for all teams, I suppose, but particularly a young side like the Comets, and to come away with a win off their final game, they'll go back for their home domestic season with lots of confidence, and it wouldn't surprise to see these players that have been here and been part of this go on and have really good seasons following.
We see the bowling lineup there. Aryan Sharma was just outstanding. He was the only bowler to take a wicket. Economy rate of 8, 3 for 32 off his 4. And Lazark started beautifully, but then copped a few at the end. Doug Warren, he bowled 2, but was really attacked. 13.5 as an economy rate. Cam McClure just could not quite get an override and conceded 39 runs for his 4.
Yeah, Sharma and McKenzie were probably the pick of their bowlers. I think Sharma, the only wicket taker, of course, and he got tapped for a few runs in his last over, but he was really impressive. Yeah,
clearly the spinners were the ones who were on top, really.
And the batting card there, and as we said, it was done in partnerships after Nick Allen went early, and Zach Keogh quickly after the fall of that second wicket. But Doobie 35 off 33 was a great contributor, and Joseph at the end. But Mikey McNamara has been sensational today.
Securing the victory in the 18th over, chasing down 161, and this is how they did it early on. And Lazark bowled brilliantly, particularly his first over, which was just absolutely superb. But Mikey McNamara, the wicketkeeper from the ACT Comets, he took them to all parts of the ground here. That was one of his magnificent 6s, wasn't it? Just picked up the no ball beautifully. Banged it away over point. There's another one through the covers. Dave Juby with some of his shots. I called him as looking uncomfortable. He hit 2 of the most beautiful 6s up over cow corner and just played magnificently, particularly in the latter stages.
Yeah, great highlights here, and I'm sure the team will go back to the hotel, might even watch the game again tonight, I reckon. Dominic?
They just might. Interesting, while we're watching these highlights, the Stars are gathered as a team and having a team meeting. No doubt the coach and captain probably having a good chat, and there's a beautiful 6 that really finished off the match there by Mikey McNamara. What an innings.
So the match summary there.